Battery 100%.
Okay. I feel like I'm still trying to get my head. What do I need? Oh, I need to turn it backwards. Damn it. Stop. Pick a side and go there. Okay, that's good. So I'm gonna put it this way. I look like I have a lopsided eye. This one. Yeah, okay, cool. Still everyone's getting loaded in. We'll get a little bit of time. Brittany's with Ari right now, soothing the beast. Okay. So, today we have 4 gifts. This one's from ThinkGeek. I have no idea who it's from. We have 3 Amazon packages, roughly this size. I know that one of them is a DVD because Greg already told me. He got me the, I think it's this one. It's going to be the Harry Potter collection. And then this one. So like 3 boxes, roughly the same size. And actually, I really did need to take that off. Because my study material's here, guys. Okay. We're gonna study while we wait for people to come in. I know. Scandalous, scandalous. Okay. So, I'm still kind of keeping it down because I know that Brittany's with Ariana. She was holding Ari, and Ari did not want to be let go. So, I'm gonna let her do her magic. What's up, Reaper? Mama number 2 is doing Mama number 2 stuff. Okay, so today we're going to be studying. Before we get into, we're going to do study, then we're going to do presents, and then we're going to do comics. That is the order. Okay. Today we're doing full range leadership development. Okay, so I don't have a pen nearby, which is alright, because I'll put it on a notepad. Where's my notepad? Because I probably shouldn't mark on it anyways, because I'm going to reuse it. New note. Oh, hello, Maddie. Hello, hello. All 2 people in chat. We're going to start studying first and foremost to get that out of the way. Kind of rip off the band-aid, if you will. I look a little ragged today, I'm not going to lie. And I'm feeling really bloated, so... Okay, so this is for my course 15. Hi. Hi there. Yo, what's up, Tom Nog? Yes. Yo. Graham, I need to make you a mod, man. You've been on here too. I gotta like go to your I need to go to your channel and then like we're gonna be studying course 15 stuff first and then I'm sorry, I'm breathing really heavily. It sounds like I have diabetes. It's because I have clogged nose. It's cute, right? Bloated, why? Because girl stuff. Sorry. Because girl stuff, quite frankly. Oh, I think you are already. No? There you go. No, for sure. You are. No, for sure. Okay. So, I had 2 missed questions. I missed my test bite. Look at how that shifts. Just with that. This is what I was telling you about the PlayStation camera and the thing with the stuff. Just that. You go from a bluish tint to orange tint. It's very frustrating. Okay, anyways, so let me give you some background, and I'm not going to do this multiple times, but I'll give background. So every single NCO, I say every E5 and E6 in the Air Force, rather, not the military, we're automatically enrolled in NCOA, distance learning. So it's a professional military education, but distance, so it's just all online courses. So we were given a year to study the content and take 2 tests on it. My suspension is the 4th of next month. I have yet to pass the first test. You have 4 tries before your supervisor has to sign, then you have 6 tries, then you have 2 more tries, and then your supervisor and your commander has to sign, and then you get 2 more, so up to 8, before your supervisor, your commander, and then your group commander have to sign. So I'm on try number, today was 3. I missed it by 2 the first time, 1 the last time, and then 1 today. I literally missed it by 1 fucking question. So I am perturbed, I am disappointed in myself, I'm frustrated with the content, and I will read it to you guys and you'll understand why. I basically tricked I'm not saying I'm too smart for this, but it's frustrating because I convinced myself that what I think is right, and that's not obviously the case, and I can't get over myself. It's really, really hard. And then I had anxiety last night. I got like 2 hours of sleep. I dreamt about the test for the whole 2 hours of sleep I got it. It's terrible. It's fucking, and this is easy content. The full range leadership's a little harder than the other. I missed two questions in 2 sections. It's only like a 26 question test, so that those 2 sections alone are enough to fuck me. So the first one is full range leadership development, the other one's joint organization. We're only going to go over 1 today, but my goal is to retake it this week. I don't have time. I have another test to take. I'm going to be on leave all of next week, so I'm already planning on taking it on basically on my break, because it needs to get done. I don't like being on shit lists, right? But I failed, so I'm paying the price. Okay, so full range leadership. It tells you a lot about why leadership is important, and none of that is testable, so I don't care. I already went through it and highlighted. So the first term that's important is trait theory. The first studies of leadership focused on fixed personal characteristics and innate qualities one possessed, known as traits. Okay. I'm not going to read the entire paragraph. That is the term I need to know, traits. So innate qualities a person has. Easy. Psychodynamic theory, right? This theory assumes that the world can be a hostile, unpredictable, and unforgiving environment that followers look for leaders who make sense of such turbulent conditions and crisis situations. So psychodynamic, keywords, crazy shit happens, and psychodynamic leadership is gonna like make sense of it all. This approach to leadership argues that followers and leaders are drawn to their roles and achieve success in those roles of virtue of personality types. But that is like other leadership styles, which we'll see later, which is why I got 2 questions wrong. Because what they do is the test asks you which is the most right. So it's not like here's a situation and here's 3 to 4 options. I mean, they literally, so it's already like only a 20-something question test, and then they vary the answer types, and then on top of that, they don't ask you pure definitions. It is, here's a scenario, which is most right. So a lot of them will say something like, these are personality-based leadership types. So they give you a scenario that's personality-based, but then you have to quantify it even more, know more about the definition, and say, this is no shit the leadership type. It's crazy. Hi Greg, how you doing, love? I'm getting through this studying real fast. So we just went over psychodynamic theory, which means the world's a hostile place and leaders develop from this, and it's an innate thing that you have to lead the masses through all the chaos. Psychodynamic, boom. Trait theory is based on innate qualities that you have. Not much to that, right? Skills theory. Leaders are emotionally intelligent and can successfully solve problems. The key word right there is emotional. I don't see how skills are emotional. Emotional intelligence centers on emotional awareness and control one has of their emotions and how it impacts their leadership effectiveness. Skills don't equal emotions in my life, and this one is probably one I've probably fucked up. So, I'm sorry. Is she asleep? But she's not in your arms, so that's success. I was telling everyone how mama number 2 is taking care of the baby. Oh, you guys hanging out? I mean, I'll try and keep it down. Just. She tucked you in. She doesn't even need me anymore. You can shut the door. Okay, so skills, emotional, right? Style theory. These are all leadership types. Style theory. This theory concentrates on 2 types of leadership. Task or production oriented. So it has production in italics. That's the important part. Production oriented leadership, which focuses on initiating structures and paths for followers to perform effectively. Or relationship oriented leadership, which considers fostering good relationships between the leader and the follower. Both styles influence followers' performance and satisfaction. I don't understand how that style, obviously, you're either people-oriented, or I see tasks like, oh yeah, I'm just go do that, and, I mean, structures and paths. Here, I want you to do this. This is how I want you to do it. Style, to me, is not any more different than a lot of other ones, because there are other ones that are task-oriented. But I guess because it's 2-tiered, relationship and production, that's what makes a difference. I don't think I'm going to remember that, but I'm going to try to. We do have self-test questions, guys, so you're going to have to pay attention. I'm going to have to pay attention. Situational leadership. Directive, coaching, supporting, or delegating. The leader determines the follower has little confidence or commitment to accomplish the task. The leader will use a directive style, which may include providing the follower detailed instructive mandatory outline. So it's based on situation, obviously, self-implied, but it's also directive, coaching, supporting, and delegating, which are all subsets. I think those are all self-explanatory. I just told you what was it? Not coaching. I already forgot. Directive. So you're I would say delegating, but you're telling them exactly what. Coaching is presenting ideas to the follower and asking them for input, kind of like corralling them. Supportive is soliciting solutions from the follower, encouraging the follower in his or her efforts. Go get them, Tiger. And those are all part of what? Situational leadership. Hi, auditor. We're doing some quick studying. We're going to get through this, and trust me, it won't take that long as I just blow through it. Okay, contingency theory. It's another popular situational approach. See? Contingency theory. The theory suggests that leaders cannot change their behaviors. Therefore, leaders are moved or swapped in and out of various situations based on 3 critical situational factors. These are leader-member relations, leader's positional power, and the task structure. So it's contingent on the task, right? And then your roles change. That makes sense to me. I understand this. The task, the position, and the relations you have with everyone around you. Am I going to remember that? The contingency part I can remember, and not that it's 3 tiers and what's going on. What's up, Dorian? Path goal theory. And these are all full range leadership development topics is what you guys need to remember. The path goal theory of leadership. Once the leader assesses their followers in the situation, leaders choose one of 4 behaviors: supportive, directive, participative, or achievement oriented to lead their followers to success. The path goal theory views the leader as a trailblazer, creating the conditions and paving the way for subordinates to succeed. That's probably the most thing. You're trailblazing, creating conditions where people will become beautiful flowers. That's path goal. I don't think those two are intuitive to each other. It relies on behaviors which can be studied and taught. That is apparently different because it's not innate. It's something you can teach someone how to lead. My cats are going crazy. You notice how I took off the, I removed the green screen so you guys could see them play, but in reality I take up like 90% of the screen, so. Leadership member exchange theory. Blah, 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 1990s, no one cares. It's emphasized that leaders must develop specialized relationships with each other and their followers instead of treating all their followers in the same way. The leadership membership exchange identifies 2 categories of followers, in-group and out-of-group. The cool kids, the not cool kids. In-group followers receive preferential treatment from leaders. Out-of-group followers receive support from the leaders but are not treated as well as in-group. So leadership member exchange, all I gotta remember is high school. LMX, Cool kids, not cool kids. Too easy. Authentic leadership. This theory argues that effective leaders are true to themselves and others, have positive psychological states, and adhere to strong morals and values. Authentic. So I imagine a hippie who thinks their like inside mind is like amazing. They have really strong morals and values. I'm gonna try and remember that. Try. Okay, we're almost at a progress check. One's positive psychological capital, hope, optimism, resiliency, coupled with positive organizational vision, strategy, culture, can produce a framework allowing the leader to respond favorably to events that can trigger positive self-development. Blah, 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 blah. Full range leadership was born. All those are full range leadership. The blank leadership theory consists of one ability to complete a specific task and use the other 4 leadership styles to aid in his or her development. Contingency? Like what are my options? I'm not gonna cheat, but I'm gonna look at terms. Blank leadership style? Well, psychodynamic, no skills, style. Situational maybe? Complete a specific, the ability, so it's not innate. Or abilities are innate, right? See, this is my thought process. I'm fucking dumb. The leadership style considers one's ability to complete a specific task and use the other 4 leadership styles to aid in his or her development. And maybe it's just an overall term, full range of leadership. The 4 styles though. So maybe that's probably situational, because situational is 4. I'm gonna go situational. The answer is Q. Thanks, Garrett. The blank leadership states that a person's, let me check the answers. I actually have the answers, so as I go. I'm not gonna peek, I swear. But I do need to find where it's at. I don't have the answers. I do have the answers though, I know I do. Hi everyone, welcome. We're studying. It's so much fun. I could just cry. The situational leadership style considers one abilities to... Is that what I said? Did I say situational, guys? I think I did. Situational has 4. We remember that. Situational. I don't remember what the 4 are. Probably fucked. The blank leadership theory states that a person's ability to lead depends on his or her intellect, self-confidence, determination, integrity, and social skills. Those are innate qualities, right? So we're looking for one of the ones that are not self-taught, which are, I think, only one identified as being self-taught. I'm gonna go with skills, because I remember skills is intelligence, right? Let's see. The answer is skills! Huzzah! Nope, I lied. That's trait. The trait leadership theory states that a person's ability to lead depends on his or her intellect, self-confidence, determination. The next one is skills. And the reason I got these 2, okay, so tell me how these are different. Blank leadership theory states that a person's ability to lead depends on her intellect, his or her intellect, confidence, determination, integrity, and social skills. The next one is blank leadership theories focus on the argument that one person's ability to lead depends on his or her emotional intelligence, awareness, and control. So I think emotional intelligence is a key word I need to remember. I don't have a pen, but yep. So the skills leadership theory focuses on arguments that person's ability to lead depends on their emotional intelligence. The trait theory is their intellect, self-confidence, determination, integrity, skills, blah, blah, blah. The blank leadership theory believes that pairing a leader to a specific situation is the most effective method because leaders cannot adjust their behaviors. That's going to be contingent, or is it situational? I don't think there is a situational. I think it's contingent, right? It's contingent on the situation. Yep, contingent. I'm going to go with contingent. And Bueller says, yup, contingency. The blank theory emphasizes that leaders must develop specialized relationships with each other and their followers instead of treating all their followers the same. That was the last one we talked about, and that was, what was that? Oh, yeah, that's right. High school, LMX. Leader Membership Exchange. Yay! The last 2 I got. Like, down. Yeah. Okay. That's one section down. Yo, that's one section down. Oh, yo, I'm gonna tell you. So none of these are highlighted, so none of this is important, but I want to read this to you guys. I want you to take a moment. Oh God, I fucked up my hair. I was trying to fix it in the process. Made it worse. Welcome everyone. I don't think you can teach leadership. My professional military education seems to differ. There's innate qualities of leadership, and then there are taught / guided directive places of leadership. None of them at all matter to me. I think you're gonna feel the way you feel. It doesn't matter. I get tested on this. I got 2 questions wrong. This is, let's see, page 191 to 227, so over 40 pages. 2 questions, but that's enough to fail me because there's only 20 questions. See my frustration? Do you see my frustration? Okay, just to summarize, guys, we're doing professional military education. We're gonna be doing that every night this week. I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna be in full screen mode, but we're gonna do it every night because I don't have much time where I'm not away from my daughter to study, and that study time is usually streaming. And not that I stream for very long, I stream for maybe 2 to 3 hours, so if I can spend 30 minutes studying at the very beginning with you guys, good times. Really briefly, as a break, because we're between chapters, I have this to open. We have lots of packages. I say lots. It's 4 packages. This is from ThinkGeek. I don't know who it's from. No idea. And they have 3 boxes of this variety. I think at least one of them is from Greg, and I'm pretty sure it's the Harry Potter collection. Pretty sure. So, hey, Lodi from work. We're learning how to become leaders. Eh? When's the test? Hopefully this week. I literally just failed by 1 question. I have 1 more opportunity that my supervisor has to sign it. And then I get 2 more tries, and then, but I don't have time. I don't have time for 2 more tries. It takes at least 2 days for it to get in the system for me to like schedule it again. I don't have time. I'm supposed to be done the 2nd week, or the 1st week of next month, so I don't have time. So listen to this analogy, guys. So this is about, this chapter is called Why Full Range Leadership Development? Question mark. Talks about leader-follower situation. Now listen to this analogy. This is what makes me cringe about professional military education. What I just went over wasn't that hard, right? I don't agree with it. It's not intuitive. There are better ways of, honestly, those definitions could be clearer. They decide to focus on a lot of commonalities, like, oh, this is innate. This is something you think. Like, that's not important. That's not gonna help me. That's not different than everything else, you know? That's something else we all haven't. I'm not saying it's not true. It's not pertinent to what makes it different than all the other. How many leadership styles was that? There was roughly like 6 leadership styles just in that first part. 6 leadership styles. Never mind, some of them had subcategories. Like I have 4, there are 4 different types, like literally, okay? So this analogy embodies everything I hate. To help further clarify how a leader's effectiveness is the result of a leader, follower, and situation, consider the following analogy. To form a tornado, warm, moist air, which is the leader, it shoots upwards where it meets colder, drier air, which is the follower. The warm air is lighter than the cooler air, creating a strong updraft within a thunderstorm environment, which is the situation. As the warm, moist air rises, it may meet varying wind directions at different altitudes, which is both less obvious components of the situation. If these varying winds are staggered in just the right manner with sufficient speed, another less obvious component, they will act on the upward rising air, spinning it like a top. The storm will begin to slowly visible rotate, often forming a wall cloud. Oh yes. Oh yes. However, inside the storm, these splitting winds can begin to form a tornado. To be full-range leaders, you must demonstrate the right behaviors and understand how and why these behaviors influence others. They used a tornado, people being air, as an analogy. What? Dude, I can't. Here's this diagram, because that's gonna help me. Look at all the highlighting I did on this page. Yep, none of that is important, by the way. None of it. Trust me, I've taken it 3 times. Okay. Full range leadership behaviors. So these are positive and negative behaviors of leadership. So not all leaders are effective leaders, not all The first part was just talking about leadership types, right? Successful leadership types, kind of successful types of leadership theories people use to describe leaders, right? Either innate qualities a leader has or taught qualities. Okay, this is about types of leaders. Laissez-faire. This is like on almost every answer. That example makes no sense. Thank you, Reaper. I know it doesn't make any sense, but it wasted an entire paragraph having me read that, and I've read it multiple times, so. Those who exercise laissez-faire leadership view the development of their subordinates as someone else's problem and demonstrate laziness. Laissez-faire, laziness. They abandon, or this is the important part, they abandon or pass their responsibilities, fail to respond urgently to critical situations, remain indifferent towards important leader issues, and are hesitant to make decisions or deal with chronic problems. These leaders are usually absent from their duties and place of work, and their relationships with their subordinates suffer. So we need to know for laissez-faire. It's a dude who doesn't want to be there, who's always absent, who doesn't care. Okay, these are the terms that I kept fucking up. I actually think at least one of the two questions I got wrong were something dealing with this. Management by exception passive, MBE-P, passive. MBEP, management by exception passive, is the if it isn't broke, don't fix it leadership approach. Passive management by exception passive is where one elects to sit back and wait for things to go wrong before taking action or intervening. Subordinates usually react to leaders' passive behavior with two types of responsive. There's social loath or free ride. So, pretty sure that was an answer on one of them, but I just picked laissez-faire because I knew it was lazy leadership. I fucked up. What's up, winner? So, the second one is transactional leadership behaviors, and they are management by exception active. So you imagine automatically it's opposite of passive. And passive is easy to remember now that I think about it. Passive is easy to remember just because you're just you're letting things pass you by. You're not interfering with them. You're not lazy, but you're waiting till something is wrong before doing anything. You're not proactively addressing problems. You're passive. Opposite of proactive is passive. Okay, so active management by exception. This leadership behavior keeps people and processes in control, monitoring and controlling followers through forced compliance with rules, regulations, and expectations for meeting performance standards and behavioral norms. They're active, careful observations, detailed instructions. It's not always the most effective way to lead people because it can be like micromanaging, but sometimes in dangerous and critical career fields, it's essential ensuring obedience and rules. It's a bossy boss, but in a good way, because not all micromanaging is bad. Most of it is terrible, but they also make rational decisions and active approach to solve problems. So it's active, it's addressing problems, right? Okay, contingent reward. Transactional leadership and contingency reward, or contingent reward, involved in constructive transaction, get it, transactional leadership, between leader and follower. These transactions formulate a sort of contract where the leader sets goals, identifies ways for the subordinate to reach those goals, and supports the follower in meeting those expectations. That's the reward. Blah, 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 assign task, form level, fills leadership's expectation, reward is provided. So contingent reward is part of transactional leadership. Those two things, when in the test, are not really differentiated. They make them two different answers, but they're not at all ever together, and they're never relevant. B.F. Skinner said, "Fat, happy rats don't run mazes." Ain't that the truth? So, motivational theory. So, speaking of contingent rewards, so you want to make your person work, let's talk about motivational theories. Trust me, guys. We're maybe halfway through. Okay, so people are either extrinsically motivated or intrinsically motivated. This actually was taught before promotion testing. You have to take a course. It's escaping my mind, and it doesn't matter, but this is in it. How to motivate people. People are either, hi.
Hello. Oh no.
What are you doing leaving her? Nanny Brittany's in. I feel moderately bad. Thank you, Killa. So what happens when you pass this test? I get to take another test. And then after I take that test and I get done, then I can re-enlist. It literally just halts everything. I can't do anything. I can't re-enlist. I can't change duty stations. I can't do anything until I pass this test. Okay, so extrinsic and intrinsic. Extrinsic motivation refers to the performance of an activity in order to attain an outcome. It initiates from the outside of the individual, so it's rewards-based systems. Like, cheering, like someone cheering you on to win, that's extrinsic, like praise, glory. You're motivated for outside factors. Intrinsic is things that are within, so like family, like your values, right? It's an inside motivation, right? Yeah, they talk about, they believe they can be effective agents in reaching desired goals. It's not luck or chance, it's like work, family, education, internal factors that they can control. So if I study really hard, I'm intrinsically motivated to pass. I don't get a diploma, I don't get a reward, I don't get a ribbon for passing my exam. I get the gratification of knowing. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. They have a chart for different types of intrinsic feelings, which is not at all helpful. So, okay. Skinner, we're talking about Skinner again. Okay, Skinner developed a theory that considers a method of learning that occurs throughout rewards and punishments for behavior. It's called Skinner's operant contingency theory. Skinner's coined the term operant that refers to any active behavior that operates upon the environment to generate consequences. I do this, I get this. I run the maze, I get a piece of cheese. Skinner, we skin the mouse. It's in here. Reinforcements, positive, negative. Punishments, positive or negative. I don't need to go over that. That's self-explanatory. McClellan's need theory. This theory argues that for a reward to be appropriate, acceptable, and effective, it must fulfill a member's needs. My needs are different than your needs. We all know this. So, are you motivated by a need for achievement? A need for affiliation or power. Those are the three types, apparently. You have one of those three. Under, what's his name? McClellan. He's only a three thing. Shamrock. Yo, love your face too, Retro. Yeah. None of those need explaining. Affiliation is to be accepted or cared for, though. It's not like, oh, yo, I know Beyonce, so I'm famous. That would be power. Influence. I talk about contemporary motivation. I've never seen it ever on any of my practice tests or the 3 tests that I've taken. There are 4 leadership behaviors: setting goals, suggesting pathways, actively monitoring followers' progress, and following up with rewards. Okay, transformational leadership is basically the bread and butter of all this shit. The extent to which a leader is considered transformational is based on his or her ability to influence and transform others. The followers of transformational leaders exhibit great trust, admiration, loyalty, and respect towards the leader and are willing to work harder for them. That is apparently the pinnacle. Vision, I tell you, we will go conquer the world and you'll follow me because I am transformational. I give you goals. I say we'll conquer the world because we're going to ride dragons in the battle. It's going to be amazing. Individual consideration. Oh, it's done through these things. Individual consideration and or caring. So caring for the people. You develop, ultimate aim is to develop followers into leaders themselves. You treat others as they need to, abilities, aspirations, blah, blah, blah. Caring for people. I sound like I embody that, don't I? Intellectual stimulation, thinking. Blah, blah. You value your subordinates' rationality, intellect, seeking different perspectives. And charming, inspirational. This involves developing and articulating visions and painting an optimistic and enthusiastic picture of the future and what is appealing and inspiring to followers. Can't do that. And idealized influence, which is just influencing, otherwise known as charisma. Display high levels of moral behavior, virtues, and character strengths, as well as strong work ethic. I don't think I'm going to remember any of those. Now, those are really important. They're just subsets. So here's the problem. It doesn't, when I take this test, it's not gonna ask me what transformational leadership will be. That will be the answer. The scenario it gives me, it's gonna probably embody all 4 of those things. That's why they're important to know. Yo, it's killing me. Okay, so we got a progress check here, guys. And this is nearly the end. Look, this is all we have left. It's like nothing. Look at how all we've gone through. We've gone through so much. And then we're gonna do gifts. Trust me, it's almost done. Band-Aid's almost ripped off. Okay. It emphasizes that leaders must develop specialized, individualized relationships with their followers. That is... It's not traits. It's not psychodynamic. It's not skills. It's not style. It's based on relationships, huh? It's not leadership member exchange. It's not authentic. What's the one that we talked about? It's the high school one. Leadership member exchange. I think it's 13. Let me find the answers. Leadership membership exchange. I'm going to the answers. Yay, I was right. Huzzah. Okay. B. This concentrates on 2 types of leadership: task or production, and people or relationship-oriented leadership. Task and people. Oh, fuck, this is one of the earlier ones. It's not a theory. Okay, so let's go through. It's not trait, that's not traits. It's not psychodynamic, I don't think. I'm trying to remember what psychodynamic is. I'm having a hard time. It's not skills. It's task or production or people or relationship. It's not style. It's not situational. It's definitely not contingent. Path goal. I don't think so. It's definitely not membership, leadership, we just did that. Authentic leadership is not. Full range of leadership development. No. It's not laissez-faire. Management by accepted passive, no. Active. Task or people, no. Transactional, maybe? Transactional? No, because transactional's, well, I don't know what it is, so let's just get on with it. It's B. Style. It's style. So style, the style theory concentrates on 2 types of leadership: task or production, and people or relationship. It's the style. Are you people-oriented or are you task-oriented? I had to remember that. Like Wild style. She's either people or task. She's either building bikes or she's relating with people. You got her? Bam! What time is it? It only took you an hour.
Sailor Moon.
The Sailor Moon? Did you turn it down? Did you know how to turn it down? You cut it off completely? And she's asleep? I'm surprised.
She started dancing with the theme song going on.
My daughter's dancing the Sailor Moon theme song.
Sailor Moon.
Damn Sailor Moon. It's super hilarious.
She had no choice but to go to sleep then. She didn't have
You
anything.
didn't have anything to look at. It's true. I didn't think about that. Damn. You're more than welcome to stick around and have me study. I think this is actually the last bit. The rest of them are actually copies, I think. There's a very small, and none of it's highlighted. Actually, I think this is the end. This is the last. I'm just doing an assessment, and then I'm gonna open presents. So, okay. So see, states one leadership's effectiveness is based on their intelligence, self-confidence, integrity. Okay, so remember there was one that was intelligence and there was emotional intelligence, right? So leadership effectiveness is based on their intelligence. I don't remember which one's which though. I remember there were 2 that were different. Does anyone else remember? Fuck. Okay, I know that there's 2 and then I know they're different because we differentiated them last time. So it's definitely a theory. It's not a trait theory. No, it could be trait. Let's go with trait theory. Because those are like, intelligence is like a trait that you have. It's innate to yourself, right? You understand what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm looking for that.
There's definitely a baby up there.
I know, because you can hear the pitter patter.
Going back and forth.
Trait theory. I was right. Huzzah! Yo, I just got it. Okay. You ready to learn, Brittany? Okay. I'm only on, I don't want to do this anymore. It's a matching one, it's just really tedious. So we're gonna go to the, those are good for me studying later, like studying definitions. Okay, here are the real, these are actually like the test, guys. So this is like a simplistic, easy version of the test. These are self-formative exercises, right? Okay, listen to this. This is important, guys. I need you to pay attention. Brittany, you too. Master Sergeant Miller says, Tech Sergeant Stevenson, I know you have a strong work ethic and you tend to set aside your self-interest for the good of the group. However, how do you get your team to perform at such high levels so consistently? Stevenson replies, I always provide them with a clear direction and emphasize what they're going to do is important to the unit and the mission. I listen to their concerns and I seek and value their input. Miller says, now I know why they work so hard and speak so highly of you. This scenario, best in all caps and bolds, illustrates blank and its impact on NCO effectiveness. A, management by exception active. B, transactional leadership. Or C, transformational leadership.
Transaction.
No, there was not a transaction.
What?
Transactional depends on, I wouldn't say a reward, but there's like literally, so although here's where you're right, Brittany. There was a transaction. He refers to them exchanging like, hey, I did something good and I just treat them how they're supposed to be treated, right? I direct and emphasize what they're doing and it's important. I listen to their concerns, but he doesn't give them anything, so it's not a transaction, okay? So that's wrong. Management by exception active. So he definitely is actively leading them, but I don't think it is. I think it's transformational leadership, personally. I don't think it's management by transformational and management by acceptive active. I don't really know the difference, but we're about to find out. The answer is C.
What?
I'm right. Transformational leadership.
That's not correct.
This answer is correct. According to Full Range Leadership Development Chapter, the followers of transformational leadership exhibit greater trust, admiration, loyalty, and respect towards the leader they are willing to work harder for. It's like the pinnacle of what a leader is.
I'm gonna take that to board.
This is how the entire test is. This occurs because a transformational leader offers a vision or clear direction and inspires them to complete their mission. Transformational leadership motivates their followers in developing them to individual consideration, listens to their concerns. Intellectual stimulation seeks and values their inputs. And inspirational motivation, clear, direct, emphasize what they're doing, blah, 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 blah. The reason it's not management by acceptive, or management by exception active, is according, blah, blah, blah. This leadership style behavior keeps people and processes in control. Monitoring, controlling throughout force, compliance, and rules. Remember, that's like the micromanaging. I forgot, but now I'm remembering. So you tell them this is what I want you to do, and then they do it. It's very structured. Although it does emphasize parts of it, it's got like a full range, literally. Full range. Okay. The second one, this is the last one, guys. Who's Brittany? She's the one in the back. She's the skinny waif right there. Just trying to hide. Tech Sergeant Huff, the Academy's newest instructor. I'm actually gonna let you guys answer this. Whoever wins, I don't know. What do we think? Okay, before I read this, what is the reward gonna be for the first person who answers this correctly? Because you guys have been troopers and following through on watching this, / being here. So what do you guys want as a reward? A, transactional leadership right here. Brady, look, I'm applying stuff. Transactional leadership. You're judging me. I can see it. What do you guys want as a reward for getting correct answer? Ayo.
Goodbye, stream. I'm gonna cook my second dinner.
Oh, get out of here. Are you really gonna leave? Right before I open up my gifts?
I'm cooking my second dinner.
That's true. It probably took me that long to like even stop talking, so.
I'll be home.
Thank you so much for putting your bed. I really do appreciate it.
Same man said TV. It keeps it going.
I don't. It's just because you were there though, because she doesn't dance to that song normally.
She danced.
She stood up.
She was pointing and she was like going to the beat like.
It's funny because it's in. So this version is in Japanese too, so it's not even in like real Sailor Moon. She's gonna grow up singing the Japanese Sailor Moon song.
And she looked at me crazy when I cut it off. She was like, but then she didn't fight. She was just like, okay.
She has nothing else to do.
And then she just wrote it.
I've tried reading to her with the TV on. It's the worst idea ever.
She handed me a book. I started reading, and then she just.
Yeah, she either wants to hold it and open it all and turn all the pages, or nothing.
That TV. Devil.
God, Sailor Moon's not the devil. A shout out. Greg says boobs. Later, feel a reward should be a shout out. Minnie in Tokyo. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'll give. I don't know. Shout out seems super lame. I'll do a clapping monkey. I know it's a really lame reward, but you guys aren't thinking of anything. So here we go. You guys ready? Tech Sergeant Huff, the Academy's newest instructor, meets with Master Sergeant Perry to begin training. Perry says, Sergeant Huff, I have prepared an intensive training process that requires you to teach at least 19 lessons during your first class and all 30 lessons during the following class. After Huff instructs each lesson, Perry discusses Huff's performance and provides advice. At graduation, Perry says to Huff, congratulations on achieving your goal. For all your hard work, I plan to submit you for Instructor of the Quarter. In the meantime, prepare to teach those remaining lessons. Master Sergeant Perry's use of blank will most likely blank Sergeant Huff's effectiveness. Master Sergeant Perry's use of transformational leadership will enhance Sergeant Huff's effectiveness. Master Sergeant Perry's use of transformational leadership will hinder Sergeant Huff's effectiveness. Master Sergeant Perry's transactional leadership will enhance Staff Sergeant Huff's effectiveness, or transactional leadership will hinder Sergeant Huff's effectiveness. A is transformational leadership enhance, B is transformational leadership hinder, C is transactional leadership enhance, and D is transactional leadership hinder. A, B, C, D. Transformational is the first two, enhance, hinder. Transactional is enhance, hinder. Yo, my kitties are all over the place.
My face is not straight.
Yeah, you are. Just your eyeball, though. Boop. Maddie says C.
Distracted.
First answer. And then Greg says transformational leadership will enhance. So we all agree that it's either going to enhance. Now, is it transactional or transformational? So although there is an action, transactional is more like kind of contingency reward. Like you do an action, you get a reward. He didn't get a reward, right? He achieved his goal. I think it's A. I'm with Greg. We got the professor looking over. You're staying with C? You think it's gonna hinder? You think it's transactional? Yeah, one. So helpful. I think it's the first one. I think it's A. It's definitely A or C. Well, I'll check the answer.
Where's the answer from?
It's like way in the back. Yeah, exactly.
Crap is this?
It's PME. That's what it is. It's gonna be like the second page. The first one's gonna be the first one. Because they go through each answer and they'll tell you why. Can I repeat the question? I will. Brittany, give.
I'm leaving.
Okay. You saw the answer?
No.
Oh no! Okay.
I don't have time to read.
It's on the last page.
Too much.
Tech Sergeant Huff, the Academy's newest instructor, meets with Master Sergeant Perry to begin training. Perry says, Staff Sergeant Huff, I've prepared an intensive training process that requires you to teach at least 19 lessons during your first class and all 30 lessons during your follower class. So I think that's the direction. That's like task, right? After Huff instructs each lesson, Perry discusses Huff's performance. So that's feedback. After graduation, reward, Perry says to Huff, congratulations on achieving your goal. For your hard work, I plan to submit you for Instructor of the Quarter. Even more reward. That's actually like legit reward. In the meantime, prepare to teach those remaining lessons. Master Sergeant Perry's use of blank will most likely blank Staff Sergeant Huff's effectiveness. His transformational leadership will enhance Sergeant Huff's effectiveness. His transactional transformation. It's not going to hinder. We all know it's not going to hinder. That's easy. So it's either transformational leadership will enhance, or is transactional leadership will enhance. Greg, you're like me, dude. You're too sensical. It's either transformational or transactional. Now, I feel like I could either argue either way, because there's not, although there's an action reward, you can see the leadership style that he had was like transforming over the time, which is what I think of. Like, oh look, he adjusted Master Sergeant, his expectations of him. He said he needs to do 19 out of 30, but he didn't really adjust. So I guess he didn't really transform. He didn't change his leadership. I don't think it's transform. I think it's transactional, because there's an action. He said, hey, you're gonna do this. He did that, and then he got the reward. It was a transaction. I give you dollars, you get a thing, right? Like, I give you my dollars, you give me a cow. That's a transaction. So he put in his time and effort, and he got back a diploma, and he passed a class. That's why I think it's transactional. Transformational, although he goes over like a period of time where although I think what happens is that you have the mental stigma. If you're Sergeant Huff, you're like, oh shit, I gotta do 30 lessons, and they just keep stacking on top. He provides feedback and you get advice, and then you graduate, and then you get congratulatory. You're like, oh, I transformed into this beautiful. It doesn't matter. Like, I know the answer. The answer C is correct. Master Sergeant Perry used transactional leadership with contingent reward, which, according to Full Range Leadership Development Chapter, involves the constructive transaction between the leader and the follower. These transactions formulate a sort of contract where the leader sets goals, identifies ways the subordinate to reach the goals, and supports the follower in meeting those expectations. The follower is required to perform assigned tasks to a specified performance level. When the follower fulfills leader's expectations, a reward is provided to reinforce the demonstrated positive behavior, which enhances effectiveness. So Maddie and got it right. So the reason A is incorrect. There's no evidence that Master Sergeant Perry was using transformational leadership, which, according to this chapter, is the most active and effective form of leadership, where leaders promote positive and meaningful changes in people, teams, and organizations, nations, and even societies, motivating their followers and developing them with individual consideration. See, he didn't adjust his goals to meet Master Sergeant Perry's. That's why I'm saying, I think my problem is that I know what the other guy is probably like, oh, fuck. And it kind of feels like Master Sergeant Perry's acquiescing, but he's not. He didn't change his expectations at all. So he didn't adjust his expectations. So transformational, they promote the positive, meaningful changes in people's through individual consideration, intellectual stimulation, inspirational motivation, and idealized influence. And he didn't do any of those things. Na, 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 na. I want that book, LOL. Yo, it's not even a book. It's literally, this is chapter 7. I have 3 volumes. This is chapter 7 of 1. You guys understand this? My test card, I'm not going to show you because it's got my real name on it. Okay, these are the questions I got wrong. Volume 1, Chapter 4, Strategic Thinking. I got 1 question wrong. Volume 1, Chapter 6, Adaptational Innovation Theory. I got 1 question wrong. Volume 1, Chapter 7, which is what we just did, I got 2 questions wrong. By the way, I didn't pass by 1, so this is why this is important. Volume 2, Chapter 2, Human Performance, I got 1 wrong. Volume 2, Chapter 4, I got a diversity question wrong. Volume 2, Chapter 5, Ethical Leadership, I got 1 question wrong. And the other one, which we're going to be studying tomorrow, Volume 3, Chapter 1, Joint Organization. And joint organization, men and women, are not so much fun. And it's going to be a lot of military jargon. I'm just putting that out there. We're going to be talking about COCOMs, MAGCOMs. We're going to be talking about NAFs. All of it. Component commanders, Joint Task Force, National Security Council. Lots of things you probably are not going to be able to use, but are probably really the rank structures even in here. All services. I was asked a Navy question this one time. It was C. And of course there's formative exercises like there was. So that'll be tomorrow, but today we live another day. I think we did pretty well. I consider that. I think I got, so what happens is because I try to entertain you guys, I managed to make like horrible relations to things. Like I'm always gonna remember that MBZ or whatever because it's high school, right? That's what I said, and I remember that. I remember high school, the cool kids, the non-cool kids. Those kind of things actually really help me. So although I'm just trying to be funny, like I'm gonna remember that. David, I feel you, dude. Trust me. And this is like, these are requirements that are like, it was random. They just are trying to save money and not send people to school. That is literally what this is, all online. I'm supposed to just open a PDF. I had a year to open a PDF and read it. There are 3 of them just for the first test. And like I said, there's like up to 7 pages, 200 pages per volume. We're talking 600 pages worth of literally just studying. And then the test is like those formative exercises where Airman Snuffy and Sergeant Who Gives a Shit, you know, like that's literally it. So on that note, hi guys, welcome, thank you so much. We're gonna start opening presents. Dude, welcome to my hell, but seriously, these, how long did I take? I think I took maybe an hour to study. That alone helped infinite amounts. You guys have no idea. I know that I know this content better now, so that feels good. So I appreciate your patience. I understand you guys don't care about the shit, but I know you care about me. So let's get into it. So this, oh god, just to reiterate, we have 4 gifts to open. We have 3 of these bad boys you see right here. That box right there, Brittany brought over a present, which is why she was over here, for Ariana's 2nd birthday. She got her like this little stroller 3-in-1 combo. It's got like a stroller, a high chair, and a bassinet, and Ariana was pushing it around like a homeless lady. It was hilarious. Hilarious. So there's that. So the first one I'm gonna open is the bag. It's from ThinkGeek. I have no idea. See, I'm glad that I know it's from ThinkGeek because I'm really super excited. You have no idea. Anything from ThinkGeek is gonna be amazing. My precious. Yo, you guys are too much. Okay. I've made the mistake of looking at the receipt first, just deciding who is it from, but I've realized, oh, yo! It says it's from ThinkGeek, but it's not. Who got me this? I put this on my Twitter. I hope it didn't. It's from PlayStation. It says it's from ThinkGeek, though. Who sent this? It doesn't tell me who it's from. It's from ThinkGeek, though. Who got me this? Guys, I put this on Twitter. Someone got it for me. Guys. Oh my god. This is the sweatshirt, dudes. This is the PlayStation sweatshirt. Yo, this is super rad. I'm gonna put it on right now. Tana, you got this for me. Oh my god. Yo, I don't have nearly enough sweatshirts. And black. Oh, it's weird. It's like a jersey inside. I don't know if you guys can see this. Yo, this sweatshirt is so fly. This is some PlayStation Nation shit right here. Look at this. It's, oh, hold on. I would stand up, but honestly, like I got like shitty pajama pants on and stuff. Yo. Hold on. Yo, that's what's up. Yo, where's the PlayStation icon? You think my boobs would be big enough for it to show? Okay, it's right here. It's right here. Yo, look at that. That is fucking neat. Let me put my hood on. Let me put my motherfucking. Oh, okay. Hey here. Oh. Hold on. Yo. This is the coolest sweatshirt I own. No joke. This is the coolest fucking sweatshirt I own. Yo, you tops, man. This is legit. This is legitimately the coolest sweatshirt I own. Look at it. It's got little PlayStation icon things all over it. And then it's got the PlayStation thing right here on my left breast. I need to keep reminding myself. Yo, and the hood is like amazing. It's like a drape hood. It's amazing. And look at, it's got like the side thing, dude. Oh my god. This is an amazing hoodie. I'm glad. Oh, dude, it's even got thumb holes. Legit made for gamers. It's got thumb holes. It says there's headphone ports in the pockets. I would not be surprised, dude. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude, this is a fucking nice sweatshirt, dude. 10 out of 10 would recommend to a friend. Yo! Yes! Yeah, you did. Did you give me extra large? No, I always get larges, dude. I don't know what size this is, but I always get larges because the ladies always make things even. I'm basically usually a medium. I'm medium small if I'm feeling thin and I don't want my rolls to hang over. But I usually get larges because of the ladies, and so it like adequately fits and it's not like odd. Yo, tell me I'm not a badass right now. It's definitely not cold enough in here right now, and that's why when I posted this, I didn't know PlayStation, so I was okay. So truthfully, when I found this, thank you so much, Tom Nock, by the way. I'm taking it off because I'm getting hot. So the reason I put this, I didn't put it on my wish list because it's a PlayStation. I apparently think Geek sells it. Is because so someone on my Twitter's list was saying that you can become partnered with PlayStation or like be a sponsor or be kind of sponsored by PlayStation and get more friend list room. So if you're endorsed by PlayStation, they can give you more. You know what I'm talking about? So you know how it has like your recommended the recommended people? Does that make sense? Like game developers, and it tells you like a whole bunch of people on PlayStation. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? It doesn't even matter. That is really nice. 80% cotton, 20 polyester. Machine wash called tumble low dry, so I won't put it in the dryer. Yo, that's what's up. It really does. Pockets. Those little holes are for your headphones. Yo, this is my like legit. Yo, it's an extra large though. Thank you. I'm dead serious though. That's perfect. Cause I love my sweatshirts like big and baggy, dude. So I do actually appreciate you getting me an XL, dude. If large is like what fits my tatas, then XL is what's up. I love you. Thank you so much. Room to grow. Yo, if I have another baby, I could fit in it. Oh. 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 Yo, that's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. That is, I don't know that. See, this is the thing about gifts. I don't want to pin you guys against each other, and you guys are so amazing for sending me gifts, but that is like, okay. I don't think I have anything over here to slice open my Amazon boxes, so we're going bare balls on this. Yes, bubble wrap, man. Fucking love bubble wrap every single time. Ooh, someone got it gift wrapped. It's gift wrapped. What does it say on the card? Yo, Freakhopper, enjoy Uncharted 4! Tom Nock, it came today! It came today! Tom Nock! He strikes again! Yo! Sorry, I need to remember I'm on camera. Yo, it's so funny to have a game wrapped up in this beautiful little pouch. I got Uncharted 4! Thank you so much! I need to figure out when I'm gonna play this. I'm obviously gonna have to play it this weekend. Obviously. Obviously. I'm not gonna lie, I feel guilty because I failed my test. That I'm thinking about playing another game in light of me still not, even though I just spent an hour studying, I'm like, oh, I still have to pass this test. You know, in the back of my mind, it's still sitting there. Dude, thank you. Let me make sure, yeah. These are, I keep these. It's got all the receipts and stuff and the well wishes. Mr. Moneybags over here. Yo, what's up, coach? Milner on his nutsack. Get out of here. Yo, Uncharted 4. That's what's up, dude. Thank you so much. More games. More games. I think this is the Harry Potter collection from Greg, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. We went over my very sad DVD collection, and I think I might have guilted him into getting them for me. I'm not gonna lie. It was one of the things I lost in my separation from my ex, was the Harry Potter collection. I have my Lord of the Rings collection, that's it. I don't know. Is it? It kind of almost looks like the Matrix. Hold up, hold up, hold up. I can't tell because of the bubble wrap. Okay, the message first, it is the Harry Potter collection. Sorry he took your movies. Sad face. Hopefully this helps rebuild your collection. From Greg Murray. Yeah. Harry Potter. Yo, you're a lizard, Harry. That's what's up. This is so perfect. It's funny because I actually only own one Harry Potter, and I think it's a DVD, or I think it was Goblet of Fire, maybe. Might have been Order of the Phoenix. That's what's up, dude. Thank you. Yes. I'm actually gonna open it right now. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm caught up on all my TV, so I'm gonna probably fall asleep to this. That's what I did, auditor. I studied first, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do until I pass this goddamn thing. So I studied I literally took work time too, and I told them, hey guys, I have a wee one at home. I don't really have that much time to study. I'm gonna do what I can to make sure, like I did. I just studied for an hour prior to the stream. I say prior to the stream, during stream, to make sure that I get this shit down. I don't wanna be in this course forever. I wanna get it done on time. I don't care how many attempts it takes me to pass it. I need to pass it, okay? Okay. Auditor said he doesn't like Harry Potter. Can my mods ban mods? Is that possible? Can someone ban Auditor for a split second? Last package. I honestly was super surprised because I know that I was tracking Tuesday for at least Uncharted 4. So I'm not gonna go tomorrow to check. You had to reset. Okay, you saw me open your Uncharted, right? Greg got me Harry Potter, and then I was talking about how guilty I felt opening all these things and then having such a shitty intellect, I guess, or needing to study more, or, you know. I just feel guilty because today was very stressful knowing that I did not pass by one again. And that it's hard. Hi, Holes! I will reiterate gifts, but I was saying that I feel guilty, but I don't, because I did the right thing. We studied for an hour together, and it's not like I'm gonna be up all night, but I am probably gonna watch Harry Potter before I go to bed. Harry Potter. If you haven't read the books, you're a fucking shame. You are a shame. This one's also gift wrapped. A different back. A little sack of holding? I think so. What does this sack of holding say? Nerd. Sorry for the late B-Day present. Going to send you both some more Star Wars stuff, and I gotta wait for my bank to process a bunch of stuff I bought before moving. From Greg. P.S. You cool. Yo, Greg, that's hilarious. Yeah, no, you celebrated my birthday stream? Nah, I mean, that was back in October. Maybe it's for Ari's birthday. We'll say it's for Ari's birthday because hers was this month. Maybe? Oh, huzzah! Huzzah! It's like Kylo Ren vinyl. Dude, that's what's up. So I actually have one of these. Not Kylo Ren. I only have two. I say two. I have 4 of these pop figurines. One is the one that Maddie got custom, and I'll show that off to you guys. I still have to be gentle because the lightsaber broke, but this is from my cosplay from last Awesome Con. This is my #1 pop vinyl. It's the only one out of the box. No, I have one other one. I have the Vault Girl from Fallout 4. And I have the Han Solo one that came from the Loot Crate. And those are my only pop figurines. Han Solo has still managed to stay in his box. Ariana keeps walking around with my Darth Vader collectible. I'll show it to you guys. It's on a magnetic stand. It's a really nice collectible. But she just walks around, and I found him on the windowsill the other day, like, just chilling. Darth Vader chilling on the windowsill. And that's next to my Furbaka. And what else? My Darth Malgus that I got from the collector's edition of Star Wars The Old Republic. Yo, that's awesome, dude. That's fucking awesome. I kind of want to bring him to work, but I already have a lot of Star Wars figurines at work. My entire like shelf is littered with it. I have a TIE Fighter. I have Khaleesi from Game of Thrones because I had nowhere too much. It was before I got my bookshelf over here. I might actually even show you guys my bookshelf for everyone who's just joining. But yeah, hi Andy, welcome. Yeah, fuck it, why not? It's not like my camera isn't like anywhere special. Okay, so I don't have a lot of room to wiggle, you guys. Okay. Okay, so this is my bookshelf. This is Humperdinck. You guys all met Humperdinck. This is obviously my cowbell. Good old monkey. We got the Jack in the Box. My shake weight. These are my like easily accessibles. Pulls off. I unplugged Mr. Ghost. But there's my me. We got the Deadpool figurine from the Loot Crate. Sorry, this is like as good as angle as it's gonna get. It's gonna have to be a sideways angle. We got a Dialect alarm clock. We got a Xena figurine that's like refusing to stay up. That's an Octo Kitty. That's an Angela. It's a huge Angela figurine. There is the Master Ball and Vault Girl. There is the Ninetales. That was on my wish list that Neo got me. For Baka, this is an armrest. It's actually for like when you're mousing, but I already have I have a nice mouse pad, but the mouse, and the reason, I actually want to tell you guys about this, the reason I have a mouse on, I have this exact mouse on my wish list is because of that. You guys see that frayed cord? It's actually a wireless, it has a charging station. This is one of those other things I apparently sacrificed to the divorce gods. So that's where the charging station goes. You basically undo this and then this comes off. But I let my ex use this and he kept wrapping the mouse around itself and now the cords are exposed. So what I'll do, I'll be playing and then it'll just like stop. And then I'm looking up at the ground, I'm looking up at the sky, and it's fucking terrible. So it's an amazing mouse, and it's not on right now, as you can obviously see, but it's fucked. It's fucked. Which is unfortunate, because it is like $100-something mouse. So I put it on my wish list, but that's mostly for me. So get later. What else I missed? I think that's about it. The only thing you can't see these are like basically just boxes that my original PlayStation is sitting down there. These are the cards, the thank you cards I sent. That's a thing for my light. That's my computer case. I mean, that's all pretty self-explanatory, right? These are my artworks for my gaming station. That's Pikachu. That photo, that one right there, that print is amazing. There's like Squirtle cheering in the background. She-Hulk. There's my lightsaber. Yep, that's all you guys missed. This is, so you guys see, that's my other bookshelf right there. That has all of the whopping couple DVDs I have. The rest of those are CDs. That is the Spice Girls. I don't know if you guys can see that. Those are the Spice Girls, and then I have another Angela Spawn figurine. Above that are a whole bunch of Pokeballs with the gold cards. Above that I have some mini vinyls and a Lady Deadpool bust that's kind of sitting over there. I don't know if you can barely see it. And that's it. Like, you know, pretty basic house. And or mansion. Sure, mansion. We're gonna go with mansion. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys back. Ugh. I'm probably gonna have to like change this later, but that's what it looks like now. Hi again. It's good to stop. He took the charging station. Yeah, no, I don't think that he took it. I just think that he doesn't care for his things as nicely as I do. So I let him borrow it. But because I didn't have a desktop to use, so it wasn't in use, and I was like, hey, if you're going to use it with your Microsoft, because I have a MacBook, so it's not that they're not compatible, it's just they're not the best. So, yeah. You have a good one, Jeremy. Yeah, the plasma sword is one of the cheap, flimsy ones. They had like a really cool metal version, but it's like this weird, I don't know. It's way cheaper to get those, and I mean, they're just as cool. You can bash someone still. Yeah, so that's my place. That's a Hello Kitty toaster over there. Yep, that definitely is. Yeah, I don't know what else to say to you guys. My PC's sitting here, that's cool. So yeah, I'm still trying to figure out where I want to put Kylo. I'm gonna probably put him on the other side of Furbaka, adjacent to his daddy. I'll put him next to his daddy. Yo, that's perfect. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Actually, so I'm gonna have a Han Solo and a Kylo Ren sitting next to each other in their vinyl boxes. I'm doing well, man. Yo, I see you, Andy. Thanks for joining in, dude. Yeah, so, okay, to reiterate, guys, we studied for an hour. It was amazing, about leadership. Greg got me this amazing Kylo Ren. It was a belated birthday gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't think I know when Greg's birthday was. I think we celebrated Maddie's for a brief second. Oh, that's right, it says September. We were gonna coordinate the Vegas trip around it. Uncharted 4 from Greg. This was actually supposed to come tomorrow, and it got here early. We'll be playing this weekend. We still have Doom. I still have... so the plan for everyone who doesn't know, I'm back on Twitch. I've been playing Doom on Twitch, but I will be continuing to finish Dark Souls 3 on here on YouTube Gaming, because that's where I started it. So I want all the archived broadcasts and stuff to be saved on YouTube. I will do Uncharted 4 on Twitch. I don't expect to get a lot of views. The same with Doom. It's kind of saturated right now, but I don't really care about that. I'm excited. This will be my first Uncharted game. This is also my first Dark Souls game. So these are firsts for me. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So Uncharted is going to be on Twitch this weekend. And hopefully I pass my tests this week, and then I just have my second test to study for. Greg got us this amazing Harry Potter collection. I'm probably, I don't know if I want to start with the first, I think I'm going to start with the first movie. I think I'm going to go classic tonight. I'm going to start with the first movie and fall asleep to that. Year 2 is pretty awesome too. Sorcerer's Stone. Something I lost in my split from my ex. Where can you find my wish list? Let me link it to you. A lot of things on my wish list, I put up there for either myself, things I'm planning on buying for myself, which I would appreciate if someone else bought, but definitely not at all necessary. I put it up there so I remind myself I don't have a million separate wish lists. That's just not how I live my life. And then I have things that are like ideas, so they're not necessarily things that I need, or they would just rather almost like taste. Like, hey, you guys you might know me, but here are things that I like taste-wise. I would really, you know, kind of give you ideas. Does that make sense? I would like them if you got them, but they're also there to kind of just prompt ideas. So I think Tom Nock's a prime example. Tom Nock has gotten me a lot of things that were not on my wish list that I absolutely loved and adored. No one's gotten me anything that I didn't love. I'm not saying that to be crazy and conceited. Speaking of, I still have this to show you. I put this on Twitter. I mean, this sweatshirt's amazing. I modeled it, but it's a PlayStation sweatshirt. It's from ThinkGeek / the PlayStation Store. It's got this cool PlayStation logo. It's got a thing for your earbuds. The hood's like a drape hood. It's like a cross thing. It's amazing. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. But Neo also got me this blanket. I keep this blanket over here. I use it as like a back thing. It's the perfect color to go with my chair. It's always with me. So, I mean, see what I'm saying? Everything's kind of there for a guide. So, this is my wish list. Let's see. Share. There you go. How many Harry Potters are there? Well, it had the last 2 books as 2 different movies. So there's 8. There's 8. Year 7 is broken up into 2 different So recently I want to get this candelabra for my bedroom. I have like no lighting. I literally have one lamp, a desk lamp, like it's a small little lamp, and then I have a lava lamp on my dresser. That's it. That's all the lighting in that entire room other than the bathroom and the closet. So I wanted to get that cool candelabra and then put some flameless wax remote candles on those pillars. I thought it would be really cool alternative. And then I have next payday, so not this month, next month. The reason I haven't done any PC streams, I have a really nice PC, but the reason I haven't done any of those streams is because I didn't show you guys, but my shit's all fucked up, and I could move it, but it'll just be more fucked up in a different way. So the way I say this, my main monitor's right here, and this is my gaming monitor. Right now my PC only hooks into this monitor, so I have to alternate between PlayStation and PC. I can't do two at once. And the reason is my secondary monitor right here is a Mac monitor that I cannot get hooked up because it uses a mini HDMI. It's from circa 2008, which is the reason I'm finally getting a new monitor. I say finally, but I guess it's time. It's a great monitor. It works great. And I'll just put it over here where my laptop is and then move my laptop where this clutter is. And I'll have like my little Mac station. I say Mac, but I'll use it for like chat and all that junk. And then here will be my PlayStation, and or I can like dual monitor. I have plenty of cords. All that stuff's figured out. I just need another monitor that's compatible with my graphics card / PC. And so I put the ViewSonic. The ViewSonic it's got FreeSync technology. It's supposed to be like the G-Sync. This is the NVIDIA version. This is the other one that I can't remember. The type of graphics card I have. I have the Han Solo cosplay I gotta order. I'm waiting. Tomorrow is the ticket drawing for the con. If I can get those tickets free for Saturday, and I'll just buy one ticket. That's a huge expenditure, and I'll feel fine about spending $200 on a costume. And then the gaming mask I was telling you about, Xbox, katana, figurines, another graphics card, the BB-8. It's like, I don't even know what I do with the BB-8, but it'd be really cool to have. I imagine being like in the Rey cosplay with the BB-8, and RA's in Rey cosplay, and I was like, oh, that'd be adorable, but it's expensive adorable. Yo, Brittany's rolling a PlayStation 4. You should not say thank you or congratulate her. I put the Rocksmith 2014 PS4 bundle. The Rocksmith guys, we had a conversation, me and Greg, about this. I mean, not Greg, Tom Knock. It's a really cool bundle. For $247, it's actually a steal. That's one of those, like, when I'm done all this, I say school stuff, but when I have my shit sorted, and when I say my shit, like, and I want to spend time learning guitar, like, free time. I have free time. What's free time for a single mom? I would really like to learn how to play guitar. So that's on there. Pokemon Moon. Yep, No Man's Sky. I've got this cool faux chainmail, like, dress hoodie. Spider-Man, Venom, Carnage. Super Nintendo is, like, gonna be my alternate console of choice. I don't know if you guys saw that. I have a separate stand for all my games and stuff over here. My Super Nintendo's on there. I have a PC now. I have my capture card, so there should be no problems with processing Super Nintendo games, and it'll look really cool. I just need to set it up and get a monitor and kind of adjust all my stuff to that. I got a couple books on there, Poetic Edda, which is a Nordic poems, Outlier, Story Success. Malcolm Gladwell, he's a great author. I have Tipping Point, and that was a great book I loved, so that's why I put that on there. I have a microphone. I actually am considering putting it off. Taking this one off. It's like a $349 microphone. The bundle's not even there. I'm gonna delete it. I have a Razer microphone I got like way early when I started streaming, but I couldn't hook it up to my PlayStation. I didn't know. I tried like third-party wiring it through, and it just sounded like shit. Absolute shit. Now that I have a PC, I've done a PC stream, and I've used that microphone, and Greg like lost his shit over it. It sounds great. It is a great microphone. It's a Razer Siren. I have it right here. It's great. I just don't do that many PC streams to enjoy it being great. We're working on it. We're working on it. I got a Roaring 20s. One of my very first costumes ever for Halloween was a flapper. I didn't know what a flapper was, and I can't believe my mother let me be a flapper. I think it was like in elementary school at least. But it had like a headband. It's just a really cute costume. I think as far as cosplay goes, I don't want to do like really stereotypical things. Now Flapper would be cool. You could, I mean, even with the current Call of Duty, if I were doing zombies, you can make the Flapper, you know. It's one of those, it's like getting a pirate outfit. You can make it applicable. And Lodi actually got me the ninja, I call it the boob ninja. We're gonna do the ninja for Overwatch, which is next week. Fifth Element, some cosplay stuff for that. Harley Quinn, same thing. Some goth stuff, like a goth thing. I got the green one piece, because I have a green screen, and I think it'd be kind of funny to fuck with you guys, and we've talked about it. Circus Du Freak poster, I thought about maybe pinning up on, like, using thumbtacks on my green screen and having kind of floating. So you know how, like, PlayStation allows you to have, like, these floating images? But what if during my actual stream, I have a poster that's on my green screen that is technically just floating there because it doesn't have any green in it, it's just black and gray or black and whatever. I don't know how it work, I just wanted to kind of do it experimental. If anything, I'd definitely hang it on my walls, so. What if Serious Science Answers to Absurd Hypothetical Questions. It's another book I put on there. I have like 3 books on there. Those are all, again, just things I kind of stumbled across. The Last Guardian, and Overwatch. I'm gonna delete Overwatch off there. I'm gonna buy it off PlayStation. Since I'm taking a week of leave, I'm just gonna buy the digital version. A turntable, Audio-Technica turntable. It's a $300 turntable. I wanted a turntable forever. I wanted to start getting records. I want, it sounds so good. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. It's like a super big, long shot goal. Some Ben Nye face palette colors. That's what I used to do, like my Grinch cosplay, that green color. I didn't get the liquid, I got a powder. So I put an entire palette, and they're expensive. It's a $50 palette, but it's got really good coloring. SpaghettiOs. No one's gotten me that box of SpaghettiOs. I'm kind of mad. SpaghettiOs is definitely increasing, but the price of this on Amazon is decreasing by 18% since I put it on there. A couple wigs, some rollerblades, dude. I love rollerblades. I would rollerblade to work. Kind of, maybe. I would definitely rollerblade. Maybe not to work. Cleopatra 2525, the complete series. I don't know if anyone else watched this as a kid. It was amazing. I didn't know this, but I have a PlayStation. I don't have very many original PlayStation games, but there was a Xena Warrior Princess PlayStation game. It's on my wish list. It's on Amazon for 90 bucks. I can guarantee you, and I've been going to my retro, I have 3 stores that have retro games locally to me. And that's, I mean, within like 10 minutes of driving, never mind outside, but none of them have the Xena disc. And the Super Nintendo games I have on my wish list is the same thing. Star Wars Legacy Darth Talon mini bust. She's the black and red Twi'lek. Munchkin Deluxe. I don't have friends to use it with. It's the same with the Exploding Cats game I have on here. I just don't have friends, which is just a sad reality. But if I did, I would have a board game to play with them. Munchkins is super, super fun. A She-Hulk statue, it's 70 bucks. It's pretty expensive. It's a really cool She-Hulk. Better art. It's actually like the 90s art. A unisex onesie for Espeon. No one wants to see me in a onesie. Sony Handcam. It's a pack. It's got the stand, the light, the battery cartridge, everything. Hold on. Hold on. It was telling me my PlayStation was gonna take a shit. I put that on there for YouTube videos. I wanted to do like vlogs. I wanted to do lots of things. The Handycam, the Sony Handycam, it had direct links to, I think, Ustream. It allows you to Ustream directly. I wasn't going to use Ustream, but it does have that capability, and I was thinking about it. And then I have a Blowflex, adjustable dumbbells, and a rowing machine for like 300 bucks a pop. Both extremely overpriced, but if you want to see me get svelte, I'd fucking get svelte. The Tempest, the Blu-ray, I just need to buy myself. And then the special order TIE Fighter from the newest movie, it's $150. It did go down in price for a small bit, and then we're right back up. And I'm surprised because actually a lot of places for May the 5th had deals until the end of the month. This is not the case for this collectible. The big TIE Fighter with the red, it's got like a little mini figurine. It's huge, it's beautiful. It's $150. And it's that same price at Target. I have on there two different DVD collections. Complete collections. complete works of Hayao Mizukatsu. It's the guy who did Kiki's Delivery Service, like every famous anime I love ever movies. The Marvel Cinematic. So they have an Amazon exclusive. I'm sorry I'm ignoring chat, but it's just because I'm trying to get out of all the stuff. They have these phased packages for the Marvel movies. It's an Amazon exclusive product, so guys don't bother looking for it anywhere else, but it's an Amazon exclusive product. I'll send you a link right now. It's actually really cool. So this is a phase 2, right? And it has the arc stones in there. True story. It has arc stones in there, and then it has a series of like, so this one has Iron Man 3, Thor: The Dark World, Captain America: Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers: Age of Ultron, Ant-Man, and they're all Blu-rays. But then it has art, and it has an arc stone on there. Right? That's the default music for the Playroom. It's $180, which actually, if you think about it, is... And it also, so it's 13 discs, exclusive artwork, an arc stone, so like a collectible. And let's face it, you're probably going to spend like $20 per DVD anyways. That's 24, 60, 80, 100. 140 just on the Blu-rays alone. At least. Infinity Stone. When I say arc stones, yeah, I'm going crazy, Maddie. Thanks for correcting me. They have, the first one is the Iron Man Incredible Hulk. I don't think they haven't released phase 3 yet, but they have phase 1 and phase 2. So phase 3 will probably come out pretty soon. Probably have Deadpool, etc, etc, etc. But really cool collection, only on Amazon, just so you know. Question, do you ever get grief about people buying me stuff? Not really. I get it in a generalized sense where people think the reason I get stuff is because I show my tits or some bullshit like that. Like, they're desperate. People who buy me stuff are like, no. Just because they're nice to me doesn't mean they're desperate at all. Like, all of these gifts came from Greg and Tom Knock, and those are two people who have been in my life for like over a year now. They've been very supportive in other ways. Desperate is never part of the vocabulary involving either of those gentlemen. I play with them. I have fun with them. I mean, there's general banter. I say generally, but I like all-encompassing love them as people. It's not buying affection. They don't get anything special for getting me stuff. Like, they really don't. And I gave them a thank you card, and I feel like that was a shitty way of saying thank you, but I mean, it's they don't get free boob pics. Like, it literally is a very you could say they're nerd sugar daddies, but it's not even. I would like to say I contribute something to their lives. I don't think it's equivalent to them providing me physical happiness. Like, this is gonna make me happy, this gets to sit on my shelf and like look super smexy, this will get to watch tonight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a different kind of exchange, I guess. It is an exchange, though. I would like to say I provide something to their lives. That's what I'd like to. Maybe I'm flattering myself, but I don't. Sometimes I do get a little overwhelmed, and I feel like I don't deserve any of this, and there's that kind of mentality going on. Not because I don't deserve nice things, but it's hard to imagine that people are just nice and good and sweet because they can, not because they have to. These guys don't, like I said, they don't get anything from it. They get me saying thank you. Like, dude, I'm kind of baffled. I'm still kind of racking my brain to how I can adequately say thank you, minus the cards of saying thank you, because it's overwhelming, and I don't want to cry, and I'm not going to, because I refuse to be that girl like, oh, you made me laugh. But in reality, it's really hard to deal with. Like, it's hard. I don't know. I deserve as much as I give myself, I guess. You know? Like, I don't know. And I really do, I think part of me, I kind of roll in all the attention just a little bit, just because everything I got, I bought for myself. Like, apart from what you guys give me on stream, everything I have in this place, I bought myself. Except for that couch that I got with an X. Like, there's nothing in here that I didn't use my own money to buy. You understand what I mean? Like, it's I don't need anyone. I'm not saying independent woman, but in reality, it's my social, emotional separation. I'm making sure that I don't need anyone for anything or any way, and I can take care of myself, and I do that, and that's how a lot of my life is made. So when people do nice things and take care of me, and even just nerdiness, they take care of my emotional nerdy needs. It's more than refreshing. It's overwhelming. It's something I can't repay. I think you can see I have like that debt mentality, like I still owe you, right? And it's hard. It's really, really fucking hard to get over that people are just nice. I'm just saying. So that was a really long, horrible, yeah, so emo, Brittany. Where's my bangs? I need to put my bangs over. But it's true, and I was funny because Brittany was joking, oh, you're sugar daddies, and I'm like, no, I deserve to be loved. I think I yelled in all caps, and there's some little reality. She loves me, but she's my only friend, like, here, you know? Like, my only physical friend that I have, and she comes over, and I feel like sometimes Britt hangs out with me out of pity, Brittany. But I don't have anyone, so it's nice to know that even virtually, or even just distance-wise, I have you guys. Thank you. But it's probably just because I have big tits, right? So like I said, I have generalized comments that sometimes pop up and are like, oh, it's just because you have tits. Oh, I'm the only girl in this entire world who has tits. My tits are better than everyone else's tits. They deserve things. Come on. Don't be like that. It's such a silly, basic mentality. It's my Helen of Troy tits, I guess, right? Helen of Troy tits. She's got men starting wars for her tatas. Tom Knock. You wipe your crack with that $100 bill. Yeah, so anyways, that's moral of the story. That's the way the cookie crumbles. You know, I'm glad you like Stream Dude, and I like to think people come here genuinely for the conversation, for the companionship of everyone else, not just me. I'm not a companion. I'm not a fucking Pokemon, man. But yeah, I think we're real people, dude. I consider us real. A lot of people will find me obnoxious. Some people might find me fake. Whatever it is, people have their own judgments, right? But I know I'm living my truest self. Like, this is my reality. This is my truth. You guys, I would like to say, are attracted to that because that's love or hate. It's me. And I embrace it. I really do. I'm not saying I don't have my own fuck-ups. I have my own problems. I'm not perfect in any way, shape. For the boobs. For the boobs. Winning! Winning. Yo, seriously. And with that, thank you, Havoc, I appreciate it. So with that, I'm gonna get the comic book, guys. We're gonna get into comic book. We're reading Thor, Goddess of Thunder. We're on the 3rd comic. I'm gonna put these things up there. I'm looking super, super disgusting, guys. I got rolls for days. I'm feeling super bloated. It's just, I got a stress pimple. I talked to you guys about that yesterday. It's on this side. I got a stress pimple. You can see the remnants. I covered up with as much makeup as I possibly can imagine. Right here. That's where the pimple is. From studying. I got a stress pimple from studying, from thinking about the tests that I did not pass. Part of it is also hormones, so like I said, I'm bloated. Not that I need to constitute my badonkadonk, but I'm like pre-warning you guys, so. My ass go boom. Oh. I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna take the plastic off. Yo, Fate Justice Gabba. Yo, Lodi. Someone ban his ass. I need to show you guys my cat right now. Hold on. There he is. Hey, Migo. Would you do me or do me? Oh, and then there's that. Oh yeah, this is my cord management situation. Or lack thereof. Hi. Hi. That's what he does continually. He sits there and then like harasses me, and you guys don't see it. It's terrible. So that's what I was saying about my stand. It's my Nintendo. Yeah, this needs to get unfucked. This needs to get unfucked right quick. Okay. Yes, hello, human. Are the kids okay? Okay. We're gonna take this and we're gonna put this down. We're gonna take this. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. Kylo Ren's next to his son with Furbaka in the middle. And then the comic. I leave for 2 seconds and I have a cat on my seat. Hold on. Kitty dump. God damn it. That's why we can't have nice things. Oh. And for anyone who hasn't noticed my pretty freaking sweet funny I put up there, it says, it's a tweet, right? It's a tweet and it says, hold up. I'm making sure that it's still on my screen. Okay. It says, in 2060, do you take this bae to be your lawfully wedded fam? Smiling through tears. 100 emoji. I pronounce you squad goals. Hey, that's our future, guys. That's our fucking future. Yo, Juggalo, that's crazy. I can't believe a whole bunch of you guys I've known for over a year. That is insane. 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 On the catwalk, yeah. Sergio. Yo, he's still all like balls deep, wide open, just whatever. Hello from France. Bonjour. Okay, so this is the comic we're reading, guys. We're about to do story time to conclude the stream. We opened gifts. They were amazing. So super appreciative. Thank you again, Greg and Tom Knock. But this is the comic we're reading. These are the comics we still have left. Angela is about to, so she is involved in the next Angela comics. We stopped mid-Angela comic to read this one. We're on the 3rd comic. And to recap what you've missed, she picks up Milner out of nowhere. Thor is not worthy. He gets killed by Malkeith in the depths of the ocean. But we have hints that he's still not dead. There's some weird-ass entrepreneur who has some kind of mutant powers that we don't really know and or care about, but he has whatever Malkeith is going after. The Frost Giants are helping Malkeith. She's discovering her powers. She didn't lose Milner, but it went through like an admintia, it was not an metal door, really overpowered metal door, and she can't get it back. It's not coming through, right? And that's all you missed. And the Frost Giants are either attacking. So this is the cover right here. I'm sorry you guys have to look at my grumpy fingers. I have huge hands. Yo, I love it, Lodi. I loved your collage. It made me smile today. Today was a rough day, dude, and it really did make me smile. I do appreciate it. You guys really don't know. Like, these presents alone, like, I really needed it. And it's funny because even then I still feel guilty. But it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. Today's the only holiday we celebrate here in Jotunheim. Today we mark the coming of the Mother Storm. It roars down from the void just as it has in told eons, a blizzard the size of a galaxy with winds that snuff out stars like flickering candles. And once the Mother Storm is at its fiercest, once howling murderous hurricane of ice and cold has enveloped the entire realm in its holy fury. Into that fury we hurl our children. And this is apparently a frost giant saying this. In the citadel of Utgard, in the mountains of Jotunheim, realm of giants. For those who survive the storm to find their way home are greeted as warriors and awarded their first war sickle. For those who don't, are never spoken of again. Such is the way has always been ever since the journey of Jotner rose out of the rime. Such is the way of the frost giants. But that way, I no fear, is doomed. His name's Skyrimer. It's like Skyrim with an IR. He's the guardian of Utgard. It's this guy right here. He's talking about all the babies they put out in the frost. We'll shoot BPs. So so no one's disappointed, you got a lot of Frost Giant, and then you got a little bit of lady, more Frost Giant, more lady, some fighting. Ooh, and then a surprise at the end. Okay. Any Black Ops? Freak, I have 2 things you want to show me. I'm not playing Black Ops tonight. Trying to think of the next time we might play Black Ops. I'm probably gonna do Doom tomorrow. So I have soccer tomorrow, but I might do study then Doom. We'll do an hour of study, 30 minutes to an hour of study, and then Doom tomorrow. That might happen. I'm gonna get a drink. My throat is parched, and I need a drink. A drink. Yeah. So give me a sec. Talk amongst yourselves. Hi Fergus, how you doing? Yeah, talk amongst yourselves. Talk about how much you love your Lord and Savior Nicolas Cage, how my cat's gonna eat that bag. You can see him do that. I took down the green screen. I don't know if you guys like that, if you don't care, if you're indifferent to it, but I think it adds, like, if you guys can see that I have like a place to live in, and this is my place to live in, and you can see the cats going to and fro, I think it adds a little bit of more personalization. Even though it's really easy for me just to keep my green screen up. It's like no sweat off my back, but these guys down here are kind of like priceless, so. Tomorrow, yeah, I think tomorrow, even though it's normally not a stream day for me, I think I'm gonna make time to freaking study. And it's funny because streaming now has made me accountable. Like, no shit, we're gonna study for an hour, and then we're gonna play a game. Sup, El Chapo? Yo, and then Rufy comes over here. Anyways, I need to get a drink. The gold weevil. What? Yo, hey bae. I got the FR too, dude. I want the sub machine. I still haven't seen it though. So BRB, one sec. I already opened that. Rip. I also need to pee, obviously. Man, I need to do dishes. Ah! I can't see your guys' chat comments from here. I already tried. Not working. Okay. Hear that? That's dishes. You assholes. I'm gonna pull you back here. You watch everyone while I go pee. You tell them what's up, dude. Come here. Why don't you sit with your brother? Nope, he's like, bye, Felicia. Meanwhile, the boss. Okay. I love you. You can sit in my lap. How about that? Oh god. That's where we drop the cat and die. Them thighs though. I look fucking obese. Okay, cool. Rufio. I'm gonna let him lay on my lap. So that's gonna happen. So you can be looking, oh god. My black sweatshirt's already covered in cat hair. Where can I put this? I'm tossing it over there on the, I don't know. I'm gonna hope that the, where it is on the, I put it on the Super Nintendo now, because even on my PC, it's too close to the cats. Yo, he's hefty. He turns the chair. He turns the world, actually. El Chapo. You're not El Chapo. Your brother's, yeah, Chapo. Okay, check your messages. You sent me a screenshot? I don't ever check my messages, man. And on what? You didn't really clarify. I usually don't check my general messages because I have a lot of, like, hate mail / like, just general shitty mail that's not worth my time. I'm putting this backwards, like. Okay. Back to the comics. Brittany dropping the bad hammer on his dumbass. Get it. Get it! Okay, so back to this. So we're back, we're still with the Frost Giants. This is the panel. A lot of just Frost Giant stuff. This is gonna be a lot of dialogue, so I'm gonna try and bust through this, okay? We celebrate the Mother Storm because it brings life-giving ice, while scourging away our weaknesses. The winds do not blow as they once did. The nights are never as cold as they once were when I was a boy, lost in that storm. Nowadays, the strength of my people is like its once great citadel, melting away a little more each year. The cold, hard truth is that the Frost Giants have never been the same since we lost our king. Laufey truly was the greatest of all giants. 1,000 curses upon Odin and his Asgardians for taking him from us. Well, and this is Malekith speaking. Before he died, Laufey did bequeath his son Loki unto the world. So, if you ask me, it was your dear departed king who had the last laugh. The Frost Giant says, Loki is the god of lies, only a fool trusts him. But tell me, Malekith, was I a fool to trust the king of the Dark Elves? When you brokered our pact between our two realms, promises were made, promises that have yet to be fulfilled. I grow impatient, little elf, and the more impatient I grow, the more likely you are to be jellied and smeared on a cracker for my mid-dune snack. No one says that, mid-dune? Yo, rip. Now, Skymere, don't say something you'll regret, dear friend. Despite, no doubt, an intriguing taste of your mammoth blood wine and black tar ice cream, I did not come here today for the buffet of the forlorn tales of storms gone by. I bring good news, Lord of the Jotnar. What you seek has been found. Dun dun dun! That's what he found in the lab with the Playboy who's not, Did I close that too? Let's see if he can get in there. He's going into the litter box. Ah, he can squeeze by. Good times. Have you lost it? The skull of Laufey? I said it before. Had been found. I did not say by me. The Argues? A-U-G-U-R-I-Es? Tell me, I don't know, it's like, I don't know. Tell me it was recently unearthed by someone called Roxon, with 2 X's. Oh, that's the Playboy. Apparently a guild of miners and tradesmen. Like dwarves? Yes, but humans. Damn your eyes, elf! Laufey's bones are still on Midgard. Where were they lost centuries ago? It was your job to procure that skull, not locate it. What would you have me do? Invade Midgard? Well, now that you mention it, invading Midgard means going to war with Asgard, with Thor. We are not ready for such a war, not without the skull, not without our king. I will not see us fall yet again to the damned Odin's son and his wretched hammer. Malekith says, you may just change your mind once you have heard what my spies in Asgardia have been excitedly whispering. Tell me, Skymere, what is Thor without Mjolnir? Without the hammer? Nothing. Nothing but a god. Then you best gird yourself for a battle, master. Giant, for Odin's son hath lost his thunder, and thus invasion of Midgard begins now. You can look at his quivering lip down there. I mean, it's not really like really descript art. It's a really quick conversation. That they're still having. Okay, this is in Midgard, Roxanne Island, the floating headquarters of the Roxanne Energy Corps. This is we don't know her name either. She's just She-Whore. she-whore. We're gonna call him she-whore. Oh, you're out of here, Beaver. You have a good night, man. Okay, she-whore. I like that. It's like, anyways. So this isn't confusing. The only thing, this is better dialogue. The art is mediocre compared to Angela, but better dialogue than Angela. However, her only dialogue that she has is with herself. I don't think she said anything maybe to one or two enemies, but she continually has these thought bubbles that pop up that she conversates, like Deadpool conversate, like, it's really awkward and weird. So she's thinking to herself, this is not good. Super strong vault doors with me on one side, and Milner on the other. So the playboy, who looks kind of like Cyclops, he's just chilling in his suit and his sunglasses. He says, you can stop anytime you like, you stupid mallet. 1,000 magic hammers couldn't break down that door, and no way in hell I'm about to open it. Given what's on the other side. It's 2 frost giants. And she thinks to herself, no, definitely not good. Well, what have we here, she says. Malky says, has Roxanne begun manufacturing its own Lady Thors? And how might I go about placing an order? She says, I do not fight for Roxanne. I fight for Midgard. Leave its shores and return to your realms, all of you, this instant. And your children need not grow up fatherless. This will be your sole warning. You certainly do sound like a Thor, though you appear to have misplaced your hammer. There seems to be quite a lot of that going around. All you brought were giants. I thought I might even the odds. You are a mask. I wonder who or what you hide from, my lady. The god from whom you stole that hammer, perhaps? No need to worry about him. As you can see, I relieved him of his arm and tossed him into the deep. What do you suppose I might do with you? Come and test your arms, elf. I promise you will not find them to your liking. She thinks to herself, Thor can't be dead. Malky's bluffing. Please let him be bluffing. Am I bluffing? Without the hammer, what can I do? How long before I can change back to... Malky says, I think not. I've already murdered 1 Thor this week. Yawn. Giants, you may dispense with this one as you see fit. Thank you, Quinn. Thank you. Thank you, Adrian. You guys are super sweet to me. I don't think I'm at all stunning. I think I look like a greasy hot mess. Who has stress pimples, who's hormonal, who has amazing cats that keep romping in the background. The one thing I do like about streaming late is that these kids, they just do their laps. They just do their laps, man. I just live in their lap realm. I need to put up with like a kitty track, dude. These are the next panels, just for your previewing pleasure. And this is the start page where my middle finger is. What happened to my Twitch? My Twitch is up, dude, Jack. I just do Comic Book Mondays and I do Dark Souls on here. So I try and do at least once a week. I say at least, but I definitely do I'm definitely gonna start doing YouTube once a week. And then yeah. So there's that. Look at him. Meow. I don't know who he's running. He's just running from himself because I don't know if you can see it. Roofy's right here. Down by that plastic bag. Just so you say. Back Jack back fash. Okay, dispense with what means we can kill her, right? Or that means we can kill her. We don't have to freeze her like we did the mothers to keep her blood for the ritual. Look at her, scrawny little thing. She ain't worth freezing. She ain't worth spitting here, I can tell. And that's what you're wrong. Ha! Great idea, Spearlip. Been forever since I killed someone just by spitting on them. Look at her dance. He blows, which I guess is split. There, problem solved. He made her ice, and then Malky claps. So the story ends, Lady Thor. He's eating her. That's him spitting on her. And that's Malky clapping. Down there in the corner. She could have shared. Oh, he could have shared. Best mind your tongue, boy. Our Lord Skyremere is liable to feed it to the snow apes. The skull of Laufey is near. I can feel the power. Come now, warriors of Jotunheim. We've a king to rescue from hell. Interesting taste. Per god, something else. Then this big flash of, I would say, menstrual blood? Can we call that menstrual blood? Is that what that is? I sense it as well. It lies inside this metal crypt. These doors appear to be laden with rather sophisticated enchanted locks. That's Malkeith. Stand aside, elf. Skyrimir holds the key to that tiny door. He uses his big-ass club to thump it. That's Malkeith. That's his hair. Did it open? What's happened? Why can't I see? No, you barely even dented. My lord, Skyrim, your eyes. What happened to my eyes? There he is. I'm picking his nose. What's up, Darren? How you doing? Darren. I don't have a Snapchat yet. I've been waiting kind of for like, I wanted to wait till I was partnered. I don't think that's ever going to be a reality. I think Twitch has it out. I wouldn't say Twitch has it out for me, but I kind of feel, and I'm taking a minor break, because I know we're well beyond halfway. I do feel like, obviously, a Twitch employee is watching my stream on May the 5th, and I didn't do anything wrong. My costume was pretty much within rags. I don't think they had any legal way to ban me. I say legal. I think they might have wanted to, but I did. I wore a tank top underneath. I was pretty respectfully dressed, even considering I was wearing a Slave Leia cosplay. That being said, they had to wait until the end of my stream to see my picture as my screensaver that I've had there for over a year, the entire duration that I've been streaming. That's been my away pic. The entire duration. From the entire time I've been streaming, it's been that pic. So I think it was innocent in the ban. Like, I think that I literally had a Twitch employee watching, and then they were like, ew, what's that? No, you can't have that. And then they just banned me. I say they banned me. They probably meant to suspend me, but I already had a prior ban because someone said I was under 13, like underage, because my daughter popped in. They said that it was her account or whatever that bullshit was. I got resolved in like a quick day. But that's an indefinite suspension because it's like, that's pretty serious, right? You can't have a kid on here as their account. Having your child like featured is one thing. That's another reason I do this here, because it's full screen. I don't want there to be any incident, any way that someone would claim that my daughter's utilizing my account in any way, shape, or form, that it's her account. I don't want any ambiguity whatsoever. This is my account. And then on Mondays, when I'm gonna go full screen and read comics and do whatever the fuck I want to, and my daughter comes up here, it's not gonna be the end of the world. I'm not gonna have to worry about being banned. None of that nonsense. And not that I want these candles. Hey, he's eating the plastic. See his eyes over there? So anyways, Snapchat, I don't know. It's kind of like Instagram, but like with words, right? Like, I don't know. I'm not quippy, and I'm a pretty clever person, but I don't think Snapchat's for me. Like I said, I was kind of holding out to like do sub perks, like Snapchat for subs only. But I might do a Patron or a Patreon. I don't know what you call it. I call it Patron. You're the Patrondo. A Patreon account, and then just like do subs. Do like a Snapchat for subs. I've been thinking about it. It just requires like a lot of, I say work, but it really doesn't. It just, I don't need an extra source of income, and it's a source of income. I think it's a way of showing your support and getting things in return for it, but from my perspective, it's a way for me to get money. And I don't really need money, but at the same time, I want to offer you guys benefits, so, but you need a reward system, right? Like, so it's a conflicting thing. I don't know. Anyways, so these are the next panels while I take a sip. A lot of action going on. The woman I hosted, oh, Ness, I love Ness. Ness is amazing. She's a rad ass chick. She's amazing. I don't think she streams full time, but I know that she streams a lot more than I do. Yeah, no, Nessa's definitely, she's engaged. She's about to get married. She actually got engaged on stream. She's an amazingly cool, awesome person. I love watching her stream. She's just rad. I wish I knew her. I wish we could be friends in real life. I know we don't go that deep. Not like me and Ducky go pretty deep, but like we're real cash, but I have like a huge lady respect. I wouldn't say lady boner, but like lady respect for her. She's a rad girl. But I didn't know she had a Patreon account. I know, so the people I know have Patreon accounts, they're not necessarily the most reputable females. You got, obviously, what's her name? The famous cosplayer. I follow her. Why can't I remember her name right now? It's escaping me. Jessica Nigiri, she has a huge Patreon account. She sends a lot of, like, she does, like, all these, I like the idea, the Polaroids. She takes, like, sub or, like, Patreon Polaroids, and they're, like, usually sexy-ish ones. But she takes these Polaroids, right? Hold on. Let me make sure that my controller's still connected. There we go. She takes these Polaroids and then she sends them to subs or whatever, and you can buy like tiers of subscription. And I think that's actually pretty good. Yeah, I think it's a good reward system. But I do think it's trying to generate money, and like it still requires a lot of work, but Maddie knows I don't even manage my face. My MySpace and Facebook I don't manage. My Twitter is my own. My Instagram's my own, and that's basically all I have time for, and I really still don't have time for it. I have Tinder messages I haven't read from forever ago. I go through the effort of swiping these people, and they're amazing, and I have all these, like, matches, and I have a whole bunch of, I have 77 matches that I haven't talked to, a whole bunch of messages I haven't read. It's not because I'm a bitch, but I don't make time for it because it's not important to me, right? So... a guy named BYF on YouTube does it to pay artists. Yo, I think so my other qualms about it is that I don't have any talent. Like, what can I do for you guys that you would enjoy? Like, I could sign something, my signature's worth jack shit. I'm not famous. I'm not gonna become famous. I'm okay with that. Now, my second part of that is that, like, I don't make art. I'm not gonna pretend to make art. I'm terrible. I'm trying to figure out what my creative talent is. I used to make bracelets when I was in, like, middle school. Pretty good. Hemp. I know that I have some creative-ism to me, but it's not a lot. And I do it a lot times, like, use cosplay, but I'm not, like, I don't make my own costumes. I haven't gotten so full deep. That's why I call myself an amateur cosplayer. I do creative thinking, so I'm like, okay, I can go to Goodwill for this. I can buy this from here, piece together, kind of like hodgepodge, raggedy doll, a costume together. But I had a creative vision before that. It wasn't just like, oh, I want to be a slutty whatever. Like, there's kind of like a thought process. I wouldn't say as far as like a backstory, but like, yeah, there's thought processes. So, I don't know. I have personality. That doesn't get you anywhere. You can't sell personality, right? Pretty sassy. Yeah, my tattoos are on my Twitch profile, but I don't mind showing them. You can actually see them pretty well. These ones are facing towards me because they're for me. My Nordic dragon, my Pokemon tattoo, and then her. And then I got a thigh tattoo that you guys don't see. I'm trying to figure out where my next one's gonna be. My birthday's in October, and I'm gonna get another one. I just don't know where. It's either the underarm I know is gonna suck. I still haven't decided what I'm gonna get under there, so I kind of want to avoid that. I'm thinking shoulder or like top thigh, because I have a side thigh. I'm thinking top thigh. At the same time, my entire back is like completely empty, so. Freak merch, yo, I know. So I keep talking about saving $500. There's a branding package. I put branding package. This guy is like the most legit that I've ever found online. He literally does everything for Twitch. I say Twitch, but he does logos. I mean, like shirt-worthy logos, and he understands my aesthetic. We had like a very long conversation. I told him, you know, I'm not strapped for cash, but $500 is a lot to ask for something I do kind of casually. I could probably do like a donation stream thing, be like, hey guys, let's pump $500 into this bitch and get that out. But then you'd be paying $20 for a t-shirt, you know what I mean? Like, it's still a process, and I would kind of feel shitty about that. I've easily raised $500 in the next like 3-4 months, but then I'm like, oh well, save it for Call of Duty points. I save it for the games I buy. I haven't had to buy a lot of games, honestly. I have some cash just sitting there. It's not a lot. It's not $500 worth, but I kind of feel like, I don't know, dude. I don't know how to best go about the $500. It's a lot of money for me to take out of my own pocket. It's a lot of money for me to ask for you guys to raise. I'm not an artistic person, though. Those 3 chibis I have, or 4 chibis I got, I commissioned for less than $100. So if we had a concept of art, I could easily, they have this really cool thing. And I know we're getting sidetracked from but we're missing an action sequence right now. It's called Art Corgi. This is where I got my commissioned chibis that I have on my headset. Let me show you. I think it was a he. Or no, it was definitely a she, actually. She did, I know there's lots of talented Twitch artists, etc. But she did a series of 4 for me. Like I said, they were, I think, less than $100. I told her concepts. I was like, hey, here's my cosplay. I gave her reference art. I really always wanted to be Ninetales. She had me swearing and breaking a controller. She gave me transparent backgrounds. She had them individualized. She had them together. Like, lots of options for, like, a very low price. And they're small, but they're good. So, artcorgi.com. So I'd be tempted to maybe utilize them, but then you have to kind of pick an artist. And as far as like t-shirt art, it's a little bit of it's not just the picture, it's probably also words. Do you want words on there? Do you want Freakhopper on there? Do you want Freaks Geeks? Like, there's a lot of things to consult that not that I don't have time, it's just like, it's hard. It's a big commitment. It is a big fucking commitment, right? So there's that. A Kickstarter campaign? I wouldn't mind that, dude. But then it's like limited edition and like 5 people have it, you know? What's up, KJ? Yo, but Freak merch has definitely been brought up multiple times, and I think that's like a certain level of, that's a tier of badass I don't think I've reached yet. I'm not gonna like, I think Freaks Geeks is really cool. I would proudly wear Freaks Geeks. Some people, they come in my stream and they get kind of offended by it though, so I get like these weird vibes. I mean, that's by multiple hundreds of people coming in, so it's an odd crowd. Some of them I think a little too young to kind of get the gist of it, but we're gonna get back on subject. I got way off subject. I don't even know how we ended up on this. You guys are terrible. The worst. The worst. Okay. He said a chew, and then he slams his fist down, and then she comes out of nowhere, out of his belly, and says, I'm glad you failed to heed my warning, Giant. Your children will be better off without you. Come and die now, sons of Jotunheim. He goes, bleh! And then Malkeith goes, ha! I do believe I'm beginning to like this, Thor. Your magical door's defenses are no match for a mage, Svartalfheim, my lord Roxanne. Oh, how I cannot wait to look upon your face. Malkeith's opening up the door right here. Yo, and that's the other thing, the aesthetic of his tea. The reason I wanted to work with that guy for the $100 brand name package is because he understood the aesthetic. I wanted a dark, like, simple, clean, a dark, simple, clean, kind of sexy but not over sensationalized version of the circus freak show. Tattoos, but not like all about the tattoos or alternate lifestyle. I just wanted it to be like an embracing of alternate, and he got that, and I didn't even have to feed him those words. He said to me, he understood. His client base is actually pretty high end. Really great products. I'm not talking basic, like couple shapes and then like, oh look, you have a fucking team logo. And I've seen a lot of that, especially for Twitch. I mean, that's a very popular style. But I really like this dude's style. I really liked it. And $500 though, that's probably petty cash to someone. It's not in my life. Not in my life. For something I do basically as alternate, right? And then I would say it would be a black tee, personally, or like a gray. A black or like a heather gray. Or a purple. I could do a purple, but I don't know how many of you guys would be willing to walk. Maybe a purple screen print, like have the outline or whatever, be in purple and then on a black. But see how colors, even like, who wants to buy a purple t-shirt? I don't know how many of you guys are willing to be man enough to buy a purple t-shirt. Just saying. Like, these things are, my t-shirt's not gonna sell. Like, not that I care, it's not about caring that I sell, but if I'm gonna go full, you know, if I'm gonna go balls deep, I'm gonna go balls deep, right? Just saying. Yo, if you guys want to take initiative, I'm all for initiative. And I'm gonna be honest though, if I don't like it, I'm gonna shoot you down. But in a good way. Like, I really, if you guys have ideas, fucking just throw them out. If you guys are gonna be buying the tea, so fucking make it work. And if you guys have contrary opinions, I want to hear why. You know, oh, I don't want black tees because they fade really easy, or I prefer purple tee because I don't like purple tees, and fuck, I play purple, I wear purple tee at soccer. I could use that tee when I play soccer. Red Sith. But red's not something I use on my stream, but I like red Sith. Like, red is a very distinct color. But then you'd have to consider what is actually going to be on the t-shirt. What color is that going to be what on red? White on red? Black on red? Which do you prefer? See, like, it gets into this multi-tiered thing, and I have my own preferences, but, and although it's my t-shirt, you guys buy it. You guys want to wear it, so you're kind of trusting my judgment in some sense, but if I can get your input, that'd be great. It would help. It would help a lot. These are the panels, and I know I'm going on and on and on. I think I'm with you, Maddie, though, because I'm a simplistic person. Black with white is really easy, or black with another color. Purple is hard unless it's a light purple, in which case it looks a little feminine. Black t-shirts, the only thing I don't like about black t-shirts is wearing deodorant. Putting your deodorant on first and then putting on a t-shirt, and then you realize you rolled it and you have like deodorant all down the side of your shirt. And you're like, oh, fuck. It's the only bad thing. I agree, purple is royalty. Purple and green are like my stream colors, just so you know. Purple, and then I usually have green somewhere. I have a lot of green things. Like this controller, it's Nadeshot controller, it's purple and green. It's not because I love Nadeshot. Purple. Green. Like, just, it's happened. It's purple and green. Purple's my feminine, green's my favorite color. It's just, it's how I live my life. Anyways. Whoosh! Yes, we heard me correctly. Giants have overrun the island. How many fighter jets do we own? Never mind counting, just send them all. Then go buy the rest. Hello? Room for one more here? The hammer flies in. What the hell? My vice president of Warlocks assured me those doors were magically sealed. Completely impenetrable. How did you get through? Better magic. I'm Malkeith, a dark elf, sorcerer and king. Deliver unto me the skull, and perhaps we won't have to bear witness to any more of what I can do. Though judging by the smell of you, you're no stranger to dark magic yourself. Are you Mr. Dario Iger, American billionaire and CEO, which, case you don't know, is way better than being king. And as for magic, I don't know, Malkeith, you tell me. Does this look magical to you? Yo, that panel is worth. This is him saying, does this look magical to you? That's a sex face right there. She's about to come and she goes, does this look magical to you? Yo, it's terrible. It's terrible. Yo. And then he goes full set. This is a Minotaur. I almost said Centaur. What's up, Gregory? Rip the dream. He says, well, this day has been quite full of surprises. You're about to get another one jammed down your puny little throat. Just so you know, this isn't the first time I've been threatened by a Minotaur. It'll be the last. They're duking it out, trying to do gay butt sex stuff. Yo, vinegar strokes. Different strokes for different folks. Yo, that Minotaur life though, like, I love that the creators of this comic are like, you know what, we should make him a Minotaur. He probably has backstory I don't know about, but like, let's make him a Minotaur. What? Here are the panels, just so you guys, I show you guys the panels to have some kind of context to when I'm saying a lot of this nonsense, and I'll reiterate when I see something super funny. This is another a very action-packed sequence. Okay. Okay. She slams the big frost giant's hammer down because she doesn't have her own. By the winds of the storm, Mother Storm, she fights like a Valkyrie, sent straight from hell. She's a Norn witch, must be. Who cares what she is? Just kill her. She thinks to herself. I can feel myself losing power. The longer I'm away from the hammer, what would Thor do in a situation like this? Not sure how long I can keep this up. Not long enough to beat them, that's for sure. Thor would bellow and bluster and rage until they cut off his arms. Then he would kick the hell out of them. The hammer chose me. What that means I'll do nothing less no matter what the cost. Then she says, is that all you've got, giants? I can feel my sense slipping away. Quickly fight harder before I faint from boredom. Then she spears, no, it's Malkeith and the Minotaur again. Malkeith says, you're not the Minotaur, not the one from ancient times. There is something of his power flowing through your veins, isn't there? Tell me, whence did you plunder it? The Minotaur gives some backstory saying, "You hear the screams, boy? Run, Daria, run. Don't look. Pray to me, little Agar. Pray for the blood and you shall have it. I've earned everything I've gotten in my life, wizard, just like I'm about to earn your head." This magic axe came from a temple hidden deep inside Shashi Mountains. I'd string 11 Shaolin. I almost said Shisholin. Pork fried rice. Mountain. I'd string 11 Shaolin martial alchemists to get in my hands. They thought they couldn't die either. Arrgh! This panel right here where my pointer is. Yo, Brian the White Girl Slayer. Yikes. Am I a Satanist? No. Why do you ask? Is Satan in your heart? How many pages do we have left? I'm just checking. 1, 2, 3. 3 pages left, guys. Like, page flips. So it's like 6 pages. This is the panel. I don't think you need, like, Thor to be a Satanist. I like that being a Satanist is the most, like, relevant thing some people have in my life. Am I really that interesting? And or boring enough to be, like, a Satanist? Malsy pants? Arrgh! Screams. This is, She-Thor thinking. Screams. Malkeith must have found his way inside the vault. Agar's probably dying right now, or... On second thought, to hell with Agar, I just need the hammer, and whatever's in these giants are after... Gotta make some room. And then she says, after she cuts off one of the frost giant's arms, that have their nipples pierced. Look. Their nipples are pierced. Just saying. Verily, boys, this hath been fun, but I'm afraid frivolous, like, to be frivolous, it's really hard for me. Frivol, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. It's a word I can say inside my head, but I can't say it out loud. Frivolous. Frivol. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Unique, New York. Verily, boys, this hath been fun, but I'm afraid frivolry is at an end. Yes! Speech goals. Kerflunk. And then they just do like this pan out of the island. That's all you missed. That's the text box I couldn't get right. That was a pan. Darth Plagueis. Oh. Yo, Malkeith, let's go. That ought to hold them for a while. Long enough for me to see ... just how much strength that hammer gave me. She tries to tear open the door. And then the frost giant thinks. Skyrim is dead, the elf is disappeared, the King Laufey is not but a skull. Falls to the spear-lipped son of Snowbones to kill this wench and restore the glow to Jotunheim. It's the Thor, it's the hammer beating against the door. God, Malkeith's still back. The Minotaur. Yo. The fact that he would know Darth Plagueis means he probably is not the God-fearing man you thought he was. You do love the art in this book? I think it's decent art. Like I said, it's more like the, although the panels are really choppy, especially in this sequence, I think it's a lot more like the X-Men art. The Angela comic, Angela Queen of Hell art was, I think, better, but the writing was far, far inferior to this. This is more comic book-ish, even though there's a lot of action sequences. It's good. It's good comic reading. Like, if it was for myself, I would be done this page already. I'd be on this page. I'd be done now. And then, like, then we have one more page, which I'm not gonna show you yet. Okay. This is the third comic, by the way, guys, just to reiterate. Okay, Malkeith says, I will roast you on a spit, you jumped-up bovine. How dare you lay hands on my... And then she, Lady Thor, is pulling apart the door. Urgh! Hey, good thing I brought my backstabbing knife, the ice giant says. He looks like he's about to poke her in the butt. Right there where my pointer is. And the hammer's trying to come through. She's making poop. Starting to change. No, please, not yet. Say, just like that, little bird. Just one more, and he's about to stab her in the back. Hammer hits again. She makes some weird ecstasy sound with her face. She goes, hi-ya! She rips it open, the hammer comes through, and it goes through his mouth, and he goes, and she goes, Milner! That's the entire panel, is her hammer ripping through the door, going through his mouth, and then her grasping for it. I really want to do this cosplay. Okay, this is the last, yep, this is the last panel, just so you guys know. There's one more thing to show after this, but this is like the last like comic panel. Last one's like an ending note. Okay. The hammer comes back to her. Malkeith says, "At last, the skull of Lafe. May thanks for your help locating the sacred treasure, Sir Minotaur of Roxon. In return, I can promise you only mildly prolonged death." Minotaur says, "Step away from the skull, Malkeith. I found it. Whatever power is in those bones belongs to me." Malkeith says, "There's an army of frost giants right outside. Might object to that idea. And there are squadrons of fighter planes on their way right now to blast our army into bloody snow cones. Stand aside. Whoosh." That's a whoosh. That's their dialogue. There's a skull. It's a very basic looking skull. That's his dick. I was pointing to right around there. It's weird being backwards but frontwards at the same time. And then she stands there all fucking regal, like, "Yo, bitch, what's up? All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies." She goes, "All the things, all this fighting, all this death, all this for what? Bones? Bones and pride? That is all I see. I believe I've seen quite enough of both." "Wait, what are you doing? Stay away from the skull." Then she smashes it to gazillion pieces. "If only I could smash your pride as easily. Shall we try?" "You have just doomed this realm, you foolish female. If you thought this was war before, you were wrong," Malkeith says. "War is what will happen now once the frost giants learn what you've done. They will rage and raise until the sun grows cold. They will send Midgard back to the Ice Age. Tell me, goddess of thunder, what is that war you're prepared to fight?" "Aye. She's at war before her." Some random text, just so you know, some random text right here. You got Malkeith being like, "Yo, yo, war, war," and then there's like that cute little scene of all of them gathered around. A random voice says, "Aye, she's a war before her. Not against the likes of you, elf." Da-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na. Na 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 na. Dun 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 dun. Yo. He says, "Unhand my hammer, woman, or know the wrath of Thor." "Yo, woman, give me back my fucking hammer." And then they go, "Yeah, sexual tension." Thor versus Thor, number 4 next week, guys. Next Monday. Da na 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 da 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 na 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 na. Yo, 4 out of 6, I think. 4 out of 5, guys. We only have 2 more comics left in Thor. Rut-row, and then, mate, we go back to, just so you guys know. Nope. Number 5, I think we're at? Are we at 4? Is there? No, it's 5. Number 5 is next, of Angela. It's because, or no, I thought we read 5. Suspicious, but it's in here. I have 5, 6, and 7 in here. In my box of holding. So many comics. I know, we haven't even started Spider-Man. Greg, my love, hold up. I'm about to do something for you, Greg, that is unprecedented. Thank you, Juggalo. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm not a great reader. I'm really not. It's good for me to vocalize. I'm a really good reader inside voice. I can enunciate and read really fast. I actually really enjoy reading. I don't get enough time to read comics. If this were just me, I would probably blow through them really fast. Probably in like a good 10 minutes I could read this. But at the same time, I can appreciate it with you. I get time I put aside, and we all get to read comics. We all get to enjoy them in some capacity. I mean, it's not the same as having it in your hands, right? If you guys don't have comics and you enjoy this, you should go get comics. There's so many different types of comics. and publishers and writers, like, you will find something you like. Trust me. Go peruse. It's like going to Barnes & Noble. You can't find... There's gonna be a book you like, right? Comics are the same way. And even Barnes & Noble has a comic book section. They have these anthologies right here. These Marvel anthologies. They have DC. They have manga. They have everything. Every type of anthology. I'm telling you. Broaden yourselves. But anyways, not Maddie, Greg, I'm about to show you something that is amazing. My daughter got from her grandparents 3 pairs of shoes, none of which fit her huge size 9.5 kids' feet. But she picked out shoes of her own, Greg. I keep saying Maddie's name because he keeps banning people. So that's why I keep saying Maddie when I'm like, wait, Maddie? Maddie? Hold on. So give me a second, I will show you something, Greg. Okay, so truthfully, my daughter took many shoes and picked them up, looked at them, put them down, or picked them up, ran around. You know, she's got limited vocabulary. She's only 2. This was for her birthday, and we exchanged the shoes that she had that didn't fit, and she picked out shoes that she picked up, looked at, played with, and then tried to put on. It was the first pair she tried literally taking off the shoes she had and putting on, and they are... True story. Little Spider-Man sneakers. My 2-year-old daughter, I'm not joking, no at all encouragement from myself. She picked these up herself and tried, not just picked them up, she tried putting them on. And these are her favorite sneakers. These are her very favorites. And they like, this part is like nice and movable. So she's got wide feet, so it's easy to put them in. Yes way. I'm not joking. You can't make this shit up. They had Star Wars ones. I mean, we went to Stride Right. These are like a good $15, $20 pair of sneakers, by the way. For kids, she's 2, so fucking expensive. But at the same time, it was an exchange, so I didn't feel bad. She picked these out. She loves these. She loves these. She can't even. She loves these sneakers. I mean, they've gotten some serious wear and tear. I mean, they're Velcro. I'm like, oh, baby, but they're cheap Velcro. Don't do that. Loves these sneakers. Yeah. I didn't share that with you guys, but these are probably, I say they're adorable, but look, it doesn't look like a real person sneaker because they're so big. She's 2. Like a 9.5. 9.5. This girl, she's out of control. But yeah, so she picked out Spider-Man. These were her sneaks. I don't think she knows what Spider-Man is. So to be fair, I don't think she did it on purpose, but she loves these sneakers. She loves them. And Greg got us this really baller-ass anthology. I'll show you because I gotta put this over here and I gotta put the sneaker back. But I'll show you this anthology. We got like at least, so we got what, two left on this series, and then we got 3 left on Angela. So it's at least 5 comics just right here. 5 comics we got left, so it's 5 more weeks, so it's another month before we even get to this. But Spider-Man, guys. We got this, like, super duper amazing Spider-Man anthology that is, like, ridiculously gorgeous. Like, every single, like, the art in here, every single Spider-Man, and I've wanted to read Spider-Man for a really long time. It's Deadpool interacts with Spider-Man. He's quippy like Spider-Man, but he's not Spider-Man. He's got a really complex storyline, but it's a really old storyline. So I've been really intimidated to get into Spider-Man, and it's got Spider-Gwen in there too. I tried picking up the Spider-Gwen comic when Spider-Gwen came out. Even then, it had a lot of backstory to it that I didn't get. So, but this is the next beast. This is a lot of comic. This is a very sexy amount of, like, it's got like old Spider-Man. Look at that. And then it's got like a lot of the newer stuff. I'm guessing some McFarlane's in here as well, and that's my favorite Spider-Man. But yeah, so Spider-Verse. That's next on the shopping back after Thor and then Angela, Queen of Hell. So let me go put this back. Speaking of, let me go put this back. So much trash. So much trash. I'm not gonna lie, clutter like. Okay, yeah, so that's all you guys missed. So that's all. Amazing gifts, which I've already put away, except for my sweatshirt that's over there that I'm trying to get away from cats. Yeah, I'm hoping that everything I need is in there. So they did a Guardians, Barnes & Noble did a Guardians of the Galaxy, like, kind of little sectional trilogy. It's actually in my coffee table right now. I'll go get it. Fuck it, YOLO. So my coffee table reading material, because I got my coffee table, and then I got like this under tier that's like just a slot. I have Star Wars. It's a Shakespearean version of A New Hope. It literally is line by line A New Hope in Shakespearean English for Star Wars. It's called Verily A New Hope. Sorry. It's pretty amazing. This is copybook reading material. I have the Book of Sith. There is an actual like a gift version of this. I only have the book from Barnes & Noble, but there's definitely a gift set with this. It's got some Anakin notes. But it's got some Sith lore in it. And then I have two of these. My ex actually got me these, and they were really thoughtful. They're comic books for the Game of Thrones. And I actually have not read these at all, because I read the book, so I kind of thought that... But the art is like... I don't know, man. It's different. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just... Because I've already read it, it almost feels fruitless. But it's a really nice illustration. Say illustration for the sake. So this is actually what I went to go get. Guardians of the Galaxy. It had all of Angela's appearances in Guardians of the Galaxy. So, and they actually did this for a couple others, but he had all, because she actually came into the universe in Guardians of the Galaxy, in the Marvel universe in Guardians of the Galaxy. And so this one's labeled Angela, but they have other characters. Starts with like Gamora, and then you got some basic stuff. And actually, so although this is art, this is really nice. I like this art. It switches because it obviously it doesn't switch entirely in universes, because honestly a lot of these are around the same time. There's a variant right there. But it definitely does switch in style. Yeah, all of these were found on like this is a particular, I like it, but it's very particularized style. Coloring, etc. And the entire coloring of that entire comic is like that, say. It's very dark colors. And then when you go to, like, say, just a normal one, I say normal. But yeah, it goes through Angela's storyline and how she appears in the galaxy, her role within Guardians of the Galaxy, but you go through a lot of art variants of Angela, and even then she wasn't as basic as a character she is now in this sub-series. But that's my coffee book material for when people come over and they have coffee, which they never do. Yeah, the Game of Thrones one, I think they have a couple series of it. If you haven't read the books, maybe this is the best way. I would say it's not exact. It's more true to the books. I've skimmed it, right? It's more true to the books than it is the TV series. The artistic portrayals, I could really kind of not. It kind of looks like it got a lot of inspiration off of the TV series, which is a little disappointing because it's not original. It's not, I don't know. I just had different ideations. You know when you read a book, like, it was the same with Harry Potter. When I read the Harry Potter books, I got a little New England just then. When I read the Harry Potter books, I got like this ideation of what Hermione looked like. I didn't say it Hermione, Hermione. I said it in my mind differently because I didn't have a reference for how to say Hermione. I didn't talk about my Harry Potter reading. I read it by myself alone for up to the Goblet of Fire, and then I stopped reading, and then I caught up. But yeah, it it's that expectation. You imagine what Harry Potter looks like, and my Harry Potter didn't look like the Harry Potter that was on the movies. But you fall in love with the character and you accept them. And same with Game of Thrones. You read about the characters. They have a lot of depth in the books. The comics, they portray them like the TV series. So although the lore is more close to the actual books, that's only because it's a graphic novel, it is more close in looks to the TV show, which I can understand. You've never seen Game of Thrones, Tama? What? Yo, you need to read, okay. So for the third book, I went audiobook, and that was probably the best, but it was really slow. I would recommend, oh man, first three you need to read. I would say audiobook. You could audiobook the first three, and then I'd suggest actually reading the rest. What's up, Gunman? Love, peace, and chicken nuggets, killer. That's what's up. Yo, Harry Potter was like real and relevant when I was growing up, dude. I was at least middle school for me. Like I said, I was born in '88. I'm not embarrassed about my age. Sometimes I know some of you guys are older, and it's a little embarrassing, but nothing can be changed. I mean, I grew up watching MASH on the weekend, or on summers. I usually watch MASH on the summers. I don't know why. Maybe just because of when TV aired. I had really old parents, so I had a lot of old references. My dad listened to a lot of Bob Dylan and, what was his name? Fuck. He's like Bob Dylan, but he's not. He's got like 1,000,001 guitar things. Fuck, I'm gonna look it up because it's bothering the fuck out of me now. He's Eric Clapton. I didn't even have to. No hands. He had like 1,000,001, or like old taste. I say old, but I mean they were because I was adopted, so. They were a little older. Like I said, I remember going up in like elementary school and telling people that my mom was almost 50, and in middle school my mom was 50. So, do the math. Yeah. So I had older parents and older tastes, and yeah, for better for worse. So I would like to say I'm ahead of my time, but not really. Just got a little bit of more eclectic taste. That's all. The ass on your chin is bigger than the one on your back. YOLO rabbits, Yarvis. You got some serious hate, brother. Rip the dream. That was actually kind of funny, but like kind of confusing. How do you have an ass on your back? How does that work? Are you talking about my actual ass, or are you talking like ass back? How does that? They had the PS4 bundles. So they're 2014 bundles, Maddie. Yeah, they definitely have them. The one I have on my Amazon, you don't. Look at my Amazon wishlist, dude. The bundles are in there, dude. And they have multiple, so the only difference for the bundles from what I got is just the guitar color. I think they have like 4 variants for that guitar. And you're literally buying a Les Paul guitar, so. Yeah, Game of Thrones books are in Barnes & Noble. I would recommend going to Barnes & Noble unless you don't want to lose a couple $100. I always spend at least $100 more. I'm not joking. I wish I was exaggerating. I live an exit away from Barnes & Noble. It's only Barnes & Noble probably within 20 plus miles of my location. That's not a coincidence. I love Barnes & Noble. So these were sold there. This was volume 1. I have volume 1 and 2. Like I said, they're not bad. I mean, if you prefer pictures, then yeah. The art on it's not super impressive, but it definitely does get the story is more true to the books than it is the TV series. It kind of reminds me, if you guys ever saw, they did have a game for Game of Thrones. It didn't follow the storyline, but it gave you a lot of backstory, I think, for some characters. So, Hodor. Guys, if you have not seen Game of Thrones, we're not going to ruin it for you, but they give backstory to Hodor. Hodor can talk. Seriously. And Jabba said, Bunoa Tipi, hey, ho, ho, ho. Nay, nay, Han says, thou didst not that I should run, didst thou? Jabba says, Nahan Mudbiki, Kulakidniki, Watadula Mulara, Marwonkichi sa crispo grido. Han says, next time thou dost wish to counsel hold with me, pray come thyself. Said not thy churlish dismissal, dreaming knaves. Han, make chi say, pashta na u kalmalia, yongi du amparo tal sapak wala no, yani du popo. Nay, see here, says Han. 'Tis though I have said thus, even though from time to time I bored bidden, dost thou believe ere I had choice? Aye, true, sometimes seems I repeateth myself. Now have I, though a simple charter, found, and soon as it done, thou payment shall be done as well. Be like, with interest. I need but time, and I shall do it, sir. You guys know what sequence that's from? I do. It's before he gets on the Millennium Falcon. Yo, this shit riles me. I'm not gonna lie. I love Shakespearean English. I love the Shakespearean prose, although this is like an oversimplified, terrible version of it. It's funny to like interpret it and see it as such. That's really cool. Yeah, Game of Thrones, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a tenuous process. I wouldn't get burnt out, Greg.